There we go. So, hi everybody. How you all doing? Tonight is episode 3 of chapter 2 of the campaign here in the Shockjade Archipelago. Following on from Wade's death, the party took themselves with a new crew in tow, that being Montrose, Ike, Tyke, Doll, and Shell, all the way to the Crimson Blossom Isle under the suggestion of the shipmaster at the Ivory Sands outpost, to spruce up some of the ship's wood, given, as far as he explained, it could probably only take one or two good hits, and then that's probably about it. They've done all the work they could. They included an armament for your ship, amongst other basic amenities, including hammocks and crates for storage and things like this. You guys gathered yourselves some supplies and headed there. Spoke with the harbour master there, and was led eventually to the lumber master Jonah, who had been experiencing issues with having people being sent out into the forest. Apparently the forest was attacking people. Lockston Man was explaining that the best way it was explained was the trees were attacking. And upon your own investigation, you attacked a tree with an axe, as has been vaguely described, and to some explanation, that was correct. The trees technically did attack, and these humanoid-shaped creatures made of leaves, vines, and twigs began to attack the party, and more seemed to arrive anytime nature was harmed in any such way. And when the last ones were defeated, you noticed, or at least Navarre noticed primarily, that they got whisked away to the north, being pulled away at very, very quick speeds, seemingly almost as if they were attached to something, but that something couldn't be quite visible, and they were like, their corpses were ragdolling and limply flying northwards, and you guys had set out to chase after it and see if you could find the source. Now we've caught you up, and obviously, assuming I haven't missed anything, and we have to welcome back Adam, who hasn't been here for a few weeks, and obviously the party. If you guys want to just quickly catch Adam up on the past few sessions, it doesn't have to be detailed, just as brief as you like, just so he has an idea. Yeah, just so he has an idea of what's gone on.
I think it was pretty comprehensive. Yeah, we hired some more crew. So last session we hired crew members. So we have not quartermaster. Sorry, we have a carpenter, a navigator, 2 strongmen, and then someone who's able to like do rope work. I think.
Yeah.
Shell.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's your rigger.
Rigger. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And then we got a bunch of resources like food for the ship, citrus products. We just bought a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Then started sailing. Arrived here. They were like, "Yeah, we've got a problem out in the woods." We came out into the woods, made quick work of the little,
the treeple.
The treeple. Yeah, yeah, the treeple. Well, they were like branches and twigs, and then some of them were like cacti. They weren't that bad of a deal, if that makes sense. But now we are following them further into the forest because they are floating away. I think what Dari said was pretty comprehensive, really, of last session.
I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity in case you wanted to add any context or anything. That was all. I'm just going to move you guys to the region map.
There would be something that also happened, but your character wouldn't have known, and I don't know if we told the party about the contracts. I can't remember.
It's up to you.
Probably not.
I don't think we did.
But so we'll start off with you guys making chase, heading northward, and trying to catch up to these now out of sight treeple, as we've been calling them. How are you guys going to try and track them aside from just running?
Well, we can keep pace with them, can't we? Like, we weren't that far behind. I think I literally was running after them before the combat even ended. So I thought we could keep pace.
I think
you
you were definitely the closest, and I think even still, you were probably about 20, 30 foot away. Give me a perception
I wouldn't be able
check.
to catch up to them. Sorry. What was that?
Well, at absolute best, with sprinting, you could keep up with them. You can't catch up to them.
Yeah, keep pace.
Yeah, so give me a perception check to see how... You know what I mean?
Okay! So, not super perceptive there, with a natural 1.
Okay, so you leading the charge and making the call back to everybody that let's chase after these guys. Your body is built for cruising, not for speeding, let's say. You're a person that's used to pottering around a museum, not chasing after tree corpses in the middle of a dense forest. And very quickly, you make chase and you start running and running, and you're first following the sounds, and you can hear like the whistling and the cracking of branches as it's pulling through them. But the problem is, you get distracted because you're running so quick, like things and like the wind is rushing at you, and like your vision's blurry to a point. And after about 20 seconds or so, you kind of start to lose track of it, and then you kind of realize, oh fuck, where did they go?
I guess we sort of catch up if she.
The party's able to keep pace, and you know, you guys have the beauty of communication. You can just shout like where you are. Do you stop, or do you just keep running blindly?
I'll stop for a second to let the rest of them catch up, as I'm trying to like scan to see if I notice absolutely anything out there. But I'll wait for the rest of the party at this point.
Can't you use your fox track them?
Oh, yes. I will bring out my fox and be like, would you mind? And set him off to follow after them using his heightened sense of smell and sound. He's much better than me at this.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from...
The fox says.
What was his name?
Kevane.
Kevane. That's it. Because I was trying to think of the joke with that, because it was Kurt Kevane. That's it.
Yeah. Because I'm an idiot. That's pretty much it. Okay, so key system. So on sight and smell, perception is +3. So I'll roll a d20. Oh, that's a 21.
Okay. Takes a little while, and like trying to find a plant spell in the forest. It's difficult. But Kevane eventually feels like they've got something, and begins to slowly and tentatively follow a trail. Instead of going straight ahead where you was, like turns slightly to the left and heads off in that direction. At this point, obviously, everyone's caught up and you can guys travel together, rather than the sparse, separated pieces. And slowly moving through, passing through brushes, it seems that as they go further and further, Kevane seems to get more and more confident that they've got something. As to what, you don't know exactly in terms of, but it seems that they've got a fairly strong scent. They're very confident. They're not spending a lot of time in each area, like double and triple checking. They're moving forward and forward and forward. Eventually, the fox, and this is after probably 30 minutes or so, eventually the fox stops and Kevane starts sniffing in circles, almost like semi-chasing its own tail, but like sniffing to the floor, and then immediately stops and looks bolt up. and you follow its head, and you see dangling from vines across some trees, you see the dozens of little treeple dead and just hanging just loosely from, like, it's almost as if they're attached between the shoulder blades, and there's like a thick vine that attaches between their like what their shoulder blades would be for what can be described as like the human figure they have. And you see that it's attached to like this thick canopy brush above it that's like a dark green, and then thick like tree trunks that come around the side, and like they're hanging in the middle.
Hello, Mr. Tree Person, are you there?
Oh.
There is no response.
Can we maybe try other languages? I will try switching to Elvish and repeating the "Hello, are you there?" Cycling through each of the languages I speak. So I'll start with Elvish, then go on to Abyssal and Giant, and even Ancient Tierran if I need to.
Going through language upon language, just hola, bonjour, mosh mosh. There's no response, and the dead treeple just hang from these dark green vines.
Can I sense any spirits nearby?
Okay, what's the key word? Like, is it undead? The key word of your ability. Also, Naivara, can you make an insight check?
Oh, I will look.
Insight?
Yeah.
I can try. Oh, that went very brutally. 19.
Given that it's safe to say, in terms of raw stats, your character is the one with the highest intelligence. You notice something pretty... Well, it is. Like, in terms of just raw numbers, application's different, but in terms of raw numbers, you notice something as Dax starts, like, trying to sense spirits, and we'll wait for him to read his abilities.
I'll have a look at this a bit more.
Where are you right now?
I would think, because I'm guessing Kavain got into the center.
No, like in a global sense, where are you?
Oh, we're in the archipelago.
What island?
The Crimson Blossom Isle.
So you're on the Crimson Blossom Isle, in the Crimson Blossom Forest, and you stood looking up at a tree that bears green foliage.
Oh, thank you.
The point is, there's 8 tree trunks, heavy, thick tree trunks that's like in a sort of circle-like shape, and a thick green canopy overhead that stands out completely from everything else.
She will. She'll kind of like whistle. I can't whistle, and Kavain will start to move back as she'll pull the others out of this circle and just be like, "Look at the leaves. They are green."
Yeah.
The rest of the leaves are red and pink.
Oh yeah. Am I colourblind? I'm not sure. It isn't fair, I am, but
do we need to burn this fuckers? Is what you're telling me?
It is just the leaves are different. I don't know whether it speaks a language.
Well, you've tried a lot of them.
Yeah, I only know 5. I am afraid.
3 more,
Okay.
4 more than me.
while this talk's going on, can I do something?
Yeah.
Can I do a magic awareness, please?
Okay, what does magic awareness do?
Okay, so as an action, you open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. To the end of your next turn, you know location of any spell or magic item with 60 foot to you is in total cover. I'm guessing it's gonna be nothing, but it's worth a try, just in case.
Apart from the people around you and the items they possess, you are right. There is nothing.
Okay.
There is, as most forested areas, there is just that very hint of just fey energy that just permeates in large gatherings of nature, and especially in places of particular interest. But that's not out of the ordinary for someone like you that knows this.
Yeah.
Does this? You said that there's. Sorry, you said that there's tree trunks and they're in like a circle formation.
8 of them, yeah,
Is this
4 on
given-
each side.
8. Sorry, not 6. Is this giving me gate vibes?
You can make a Arcana history or... Yeah, Arcana or history check if you want to try and think on that.
They're both the same as me. I'm going to go for Arcana more because I'm looking for like distinct classifications for like what that might be. That's a 17.
Usually gateways that you're thinking of, especially to places like other realms and things like this, and other places on the same material plane, usually hide in plain sight and are usually stand out enough that someone looking can find them, but obviously they blend in very well. It definitely fits the characteristics of such a thing, but you don't know without necessarily testing whether it is. It's one of them, like, it could be, but unless you knock the door, you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's that, it's like the Schrodinger's gate. Like, you can look at a door and you don't know if it's locked or not until you try the handle. Do you know what I mean? You don't know if it's a gate or not until you kind of fuck with it a little bit.
Maybe, Captain, if we were to get ready and then you could knock on the door with an axe and see if anything happens.
Wait, I feel like you're using a bit of a metaphor here. Are you saying knock on it like it was a door or chop the fuck out of it?
Chop the fuck out of it?
All right.
What
Oh,
are
yeah.
you expecting, though?
Sorry?
What are you expecting to happen?
Well, either the whatever is up there will attack us, so we should probably prepare, or maybe we will see something like a shimmer and know that this could be some sort of gate somewhere. It'll tell us some information. If someone was to hit it with a stick, maybe, or an axe. Just get ready. Get ready to use magic.
Desire will pull lumber axe out.
Okay.
And approach the tree.
Okay.
I'm
assuming you
hold
just hit one of the front ones, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just and then I'll give it a good whack.
Roll a hit.
Ooh. Here we go again.
All right.
What's your strength mod?
It's like 1.
So it'd be +1.
Yeah, I think like 15.
Double check for me, please.
Nothing. Proficiency's 2.
You're not proficient.
So if I have proficiency,
no,
you would. Just a lumber.
Unless you have, I would say, do you have proficiency in like battle axes? Because it's not quite a hand axe because it's two-handed. It's big. It's more like a battle axe. Do you have proficiency in martial weapons like that?
Proficiencies.
As I
martial
said,
weapons, yeah, I do.
Okay, so you would have proficiency then, because I'm not going to be super mean. I would put it under the same classification because it's close enough. So yeah, you kind of hit and you hit down at an angle, and you feel the blade go to glide off, but then dig in just like at the last part, as you obviously a bit of bark that's stuck out. It catches and you like cut into it, and as you retract backwards, it bleeds, and you watch as the leg, the tree that now looks more leg-like shakes and reacts in pain as the other 7 trunks start to move. As I'm going to have to move you back prematurely. As, let me move you up here, because you were there. As essentially...
A god spider.
the god spider, yes. You notice that the brush, as things start to move, the brush kind of forms into this large, dark shape as what visually can only be described as a gigantic tree spider starts to move. And you see all the tree poles that were dead hanging from underneath just start swaying as it's moving, as it starts getting hissy and pissy with you because you've just stabbed it. Roll 1d6 for damage, because I believe d6 is right for the axe, isn't it?
That sounds right. So, plus proficiency says 7.
You don't have proficiency to damage. Strength.
What I did
Yeah.
once.
5 then.
So, as you guys all see this creature starting to move and come to life, I think I'm going to ask for initiative. Just to point out, Nivara, your mage armor would still be up. I haven't opened the initiative, Carl. You're a bit eager. I like it, though.
Alright.
Do it again.
I'll just add the 8 though.
Yeah. Roll it again so it comes up on the thingy, and then just change it to an 8.
20.
I can't believe you remembered that I had mage armor on.
I don't think you've cleared initiative. Oh, there we go. Let's go.
Oh, oh. Do you put in again?
Yep.
Okay. Just
Obviously, you can keep the 20, Liam, because that's what you rolled
Yeah.
the first time. I'll put it in for you.
Oh, I'll pop it myself. It is in.
What?
Oh, you should have called it Daddy Long Legs.
No, that's what it's called in the
Made
book.
Daddy
No,
jokes.
no, that's what it's called in the book.
Long.
Long,
I know.
long.
Oh,
But this
brilliant.
creature's a bit slower to react, and Josiah being the first one to engage, you kind of see and obviously get a chance to react first, as you kind of just see these large-legged creatures just start moving to life.
Right, I will place my final PP upon it with my bonus action.
Okay, you lay your PP upon the giant tree
Yeah,
spider,
and then I stab.
and then you stab at thee.
Oh.
8, so no.
That misses pretty awfully.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Barnet?
I'm going to rage.
Okay.
I need to do
mean,
my anginess.
How original.
I need to do my D8 as well now.
Okay.
Let's see what are going to happen to me. What? Oh, I think one's good. I think one is good.
Okay.
Where's the table gone? There it is. Okay, Cedric tendrils dash around you. Each of your choice within 30 foot and must make a Constitution saving throw. So I'm
Okay.
going to choose the spider.
Anyone else?
Not that I can see at the moment, so I'm going to pick the spider.
Okay. 17.
That's a pass. But I also gain 1d12 temporary hit points from this one. 3 temporary hit points. I think I might need them. Now it's time for my main action. I'm going to run in and hit it.
Go for it, bud.
Ah,
Ah! Well, Liam, let's see.
hey!
As Barnet takes a few steps forward, he kind of slips on like a pile of leaves and kind of stumbles forward and bumps into like the calf of like Nivara. Doesn't fall over, but Nivara, you kind of take a stumble forward as like Barnet like falls into you as he's running forward and just completely whiffs his attack as it buries itself into the floor. Is that all you can do?
That's me done, yeah.
Nice. Nivara. Inspecting this tree-like creature and like watching your Fennec look up, and you see this large creature starting to spring to life. And just as an FYI, it is intentionally the size it is. It's huge. It's gargantuan.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Cool. So I will try and get my way out of from underneath. I'm still staying close to it, but try and get from underneath it so I can go there. That'd be brilliant. Just don't want to be under this creature. And then I am going to let's give it a shocking grasp. So I'll just reach out and touch its tree trunk and try and shock it.
Oh.
14?
14 is not enough. As you just kind of reach out and just impart some electrical energy into this, and it just seems to have no effect as it's firmly earthed into the floor and it just soaks it.
Cool. That's the end of my turn then for the moment.
Vlad. Being the furthest back, you see this creature and you kind of see the true scope of it as its tree trunk-like legs are about 30 foot tall or so.
Yeah, violence, typical, these people. I'm going to cast Bless on 3 of my colleagues, which will be 1, 2, and 3. Them 3 in a row.
Okay, so Josiah, Barnet, and Dax all get themselves a bless, which gives you a D4 to add to attack rolls and saving throws.
You're welcome.
Did I get blessed?
Nice.
Blessed?
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. Cool.
Okay. As that move comes to an end, it is the Goliath Longleg's turn. And what it does is you kind of just watch it like lean backwards ever slightly, like its body-like frame, and the back half of it starts to come underneath it and lurch forward, and you can see this large, like, conical shape that points towards Josiah, and almost instantaneously it fires a web at you as it's going to roll to hit. It rolls a 10.
Misses.
Fuck.
This is. I don't know what kind of round this has been.
As it just shoots a web towards you, and luckily you're able to like duck and just it dodges out of the way, but you kind of see and you notice as it hits the floor, the web, it hisses and burns the plant fiber around it. It sticks to it and then burns. It's corrosive in some way.
Ooh.
The only thing that's hit has been the blast. Everything else is just like...
Yeah, Vlad is MVP right now. Because actually
Yay, me!
something. Oh my word.
But ending its turn, because that's all it can do now, because it missed. Dax.
Let's see what this spirit table can do. So bonus action. Spend a dice on the table.
Okay.
Let's see what we get.
So I'm assuming you were targeting the creature.
I can choose. No, I can choose whenever,
Okay.
depending on the tail.
So, Tail of the Runaway. The target can immediately use its reaction to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space it can see. When the target teleports, it can choose a number of creatures it can see within 30 feet up to your charisma modifier to immediately use the same reaction.
So that would be up to 4 times. Who's going to benefit this the most?
We're all within 30 feet of each other, so if you do it on one person, we all get to move. Just saying. If you look at the way it's worded.
What?
So the target, you can pick one of us, and then every single person there can teleport 30 feet.
Up to the
what
charisma
it
modifier of the target creature.
But only one, I think.
So
Only one person can have it though.
Whoever's chosen.
Yeah.
Now, whoever's
Read it.
chosen can use their reaction to move up to 30 feet. When that target teleports, it can choose. The target can choose, not the caster. Can choose up to the creatures up to 30 feet away, up to their charisma modifier. So, say if he chooses you, Nivara, what's your charisma modifier?
Oh, no,
Nice.
when it says when the target teleports, it can choose a number of creatures it can see within 30 feet up to your charisma modifier, not
Yeah.
its
Yeah,
charisma
so,
modifier.
so basically, whoever he targets, everyone can have that option as a reaction.
Yeah.
So,
So pick
so
somebody and we
so
all can move.
I'll target all three of us just to back off.
Or no, you pick one person and that person picks everybody and then we bounce.
Either way.
Josiah then.
Josiah,
well,
you may
Yeah.
use your reaction to move up to 30 feet to any space you can see.
I was going to move there, but I wanted to give Nivara the power.
I mean, yeah, you can just give it everybody else and give everybody the option.
Yeah. Give everyone in the front row the power, and I'll zip here to like flank with Barnet.
Well, I'm going to move. As long as I can stay within some range, I'm going to move there. So I can at least see everybody.
One left in there, so
Oh, you're just outside, but sorry, Dax.
there's one left in there.
I was going to teleport to where I am.
Where's your charisma? What's your charisma?
So you're going to use your reaction to teleport
Oh, fuck's sake.
exactly where you are.
And there's no point in me. Well, I know what I'm
Just
No, you
using.
don't
do
use
it.
it. Don't do
Yeah.
it.
I will use it instead. 'cause he's
Am
on
I
the-
in this, or is it just?
Yes, you may.
I was gonna say I could teleport to here, and if Barnet or whoever Dax can go there, then everyone's got 3 hits as such.
You wanna do that?
Well, I'll go to there, and then whoever wants to go there, everyone gets a 3 hit, and it can't move. Then can it theoretically?
It would have to be Dax to move opposite you, or if you're going to do that, I get what you're trying to do. If that makes sense, you'd have to have Dax move. If Barnet moves, he's moving out.
Yeah, that's the problem. So then I also move to that.
Okay.
That's my bonus action.
So
and then-
everybody's teleported.
That's pretty
Yep.
cool, to be fair. Well done, Adam.
Yeah, it
Nice.
gets me in position, doesn't it? I like that.
Yeah,
Heel
we can
control.
rearrange.
Is that your action to do?
That's a bonus
Bonus.
action.
Okay, so what are you doing for your action?
Let me just check the wording on this.
This is why, chat, you should read your spells before you cast.
Mhm.
Before
I
your
know,
turn.
I'm just double checking. This isn't spell, this is my feats.
Yeah, but you should read it before your turn.
I was reading your Thor.
Things
Why
move
don't you
quickly.
fucking know?
You
I
did.
think a pro works by me somewhere.
I know that is my bonus action because I have to use the on something else.
Just do something, Adam. Before
Yeah.
he moves away from your turn.
Okay, I'll do a rapier.
Okay. 22 does indeed hit. Can I get some damage?
Damage? You can indeed.
Wouldn't you have an advantage there as well? You'll
Yes,
try for
you
the
would.
crit.
Search for the crit.
Quit.
Oh.
No.
No.
Well-
We'd like a critical success. Wrong way.
My PP goes off as well, and I deal 2d6 necrotic.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a hurty PP.
Bit early. I thought you should.
Right, so the PP that you laid on the spider earlier went off early, dealing 8 necrotic damage.
went off precisely when it meant to.
Mm.
How do you know?
It's not a dick wizard.
Dick was new character idea.
Dick wizard.
That's like the reverse Flash to Rose's time wizard. Anyway, moving on.
So you strike out, you hit, dealing some damage. It's not about the number, it's how you apply it. But you know.
Exactly.
Is that all you're doing though?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Top of the round, Josiah, you get to go again.
Is everyone reactions? reset?
Everyone's. Well, no. You're the only one
No.
there with a reaction.
Oh,
And
it's
Dax.
on there to everyone's
Dax.
turn, isn't it?
Yeah, because everyone
Yeah.
else used. Like, Barnett used his reaction, Nivara
Yeah,
did,
no.
and Vlad did.
I just completely forgot all D&D rules over the last week. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I will attack with this rapier.
You got a
Uh,
reach?
Got
Yeah.
advantage. Oh, yeah.
You do have advantage, thank God.
Oh,
Because of your bunny boy bestie.
And you have 1d4 bless.
Yes.
Oh,
let's
no.
let's try and finesse a hit
The,
out
d-
of
the
stone.
DM's like,
Come on.
just a little
It's
bit. What?
The bless
yeah.
made the hit.
Yay, bless.
The bless hit. And you
Yeah,
roll.
bless.
Fuck me.
Yeah,
Like, Ben, you have awful attack rolls. Like, literally awful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go wizard next character. There you go, 7 piercing damage.
Well, if you can't roll to hit, just make them roll saves. It's the way to do it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll
Yeah.
just go spellcaster next time.
Yeah, you just hit out, and again, like, you guys are all wailing on this tree. And one thing that you would notice as well, you and Barnett specifically, what's not happening when you're attacking the tree?
it's not dying.
What happened last session when you attacked trees?
Loads of shit came
Oh.
out of the trees.
Yeah, but this is a living tree. It's a bit different.
Just pointing it out,
Yeah.
because it's something your characters would notice.
Oh
Just
yeah.
because you didn't notice it.
Oh, I noticed it. I because
I was
this
saying
isn't a
to
fucking
Liam.
tree. It's a giant fuck off spider.
Fair. That is.
That's what Josiah's thinking. It's like, well, this is a giant spider. So yeah,
You're
anyway.
right, but I'm just pointing it out.
Okay.
Barney, it is now your turn.
I would like to.
It
hit
was useful
trees.
for Barnett.
A 12 or 12.
You have bless.
If you're gonna help.
Everyone trying to
It might do.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You just miss. Like,
Oh.
just miss.
God.
AC of 16 then.
Yeah.
I know math.
So unfortunately, you just hit out, and the trees, like, well, the spider tree, its skin, bark, it's in parts, it's like as thick as stone, and you just swing out and hit, and it just chinks off with no effect.
That's me done. I think. Got nothing else to do here.
Okay. Ivara.
Seeing all these swing and misses and everything, I was just going to reach out, and you see this kind of clock face begin whooshing up towards where the creature's like underside is, like it's the middle of a spider,
Yep.
and she's just going to detonate a shatter right there.
Okay.
Try and I know if you blow up a tree, it usually explodes, right?
If you blow up a tree, it explodes.
Boom.
Science.
Right.
So that's a Constitution save. It should be coming through.
Yeah, I see it. Rolls a 7.
It takes 6 points of thunder damage.
As-
It is a loud ringing noise. And if it is made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal, it has disadvantage on the saving throw. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you just kind of, with your mind, focus on an area, and you just watch as, like, some of the air around it distorts and just ripples. Like, you know when you watch Heatwave and you see the wobbly lines? And then just in one moment, it just arcs and splashes out and just creates, like, an explosive damage and noise and blows like chunks of its underside off. But
Yeah, and I'm
it's
trying to
still standing
sever
firm.
the. Yeah, I thought so. It wasn't a great hit. But I was trying to get it on the other side to try and sever some of the links to like the little creatures. So I'm trying to destroy those at the same
Oh,
time.
the
So
vines
if they-
like holding the treeple.
well, that's why I went for the underside to try and destroy them as well. So to try and obliterate in case it tries to
In a
reuse
10-foot sphere, I would say probably like about 8 of them. Just the
them.
vines.
It's 10-foot radius, so it's 20 foot across. I literally
Oh,
put it
right.
right in the middle underneath this creature to try and
Oh yeah,
get rid of
that
all
would
of
get like all but maybe like 1 or 2 stragglers as you would watch the vines just break, and then just like a shower of just foliage just comes crashing to the floor.
Yeah, big spell. Well, it was a 2nd level. That's not really that big. Cool. And then I am going to move 5 feet there, and just so I can see like Josiah through the legs and Vlad as well. So I'll just readjust
Yeah,
myself.
you can see each other across from it because although it's like 8 tree trunk legs, but like obviously there's gaps in between, and in between the tree trunks it's fairly open and spacious. So yeah, you guys can see across to each other fairly easily.
Yeah, just moving up slightly. Unfortunately, I'm still
Vladimir,
out of Vlad.
Maximilian, it is your turn.
You're muted, Carl.
Vlad.
Okay, I'm just testing you. Just testing you. Well done. I'm going to do Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, joy. Oh, 21.
Balls.
As you just kind of just light up part of the trunk in front of it with your hand out and the holy symbol in hand, you watch some of the bark glows and like begins to like scorch with some flame, but it seems to not burn through past the outer layers of its hide. Do you have any other plans in mind for this turn?
Yeah, that's it, thank you.
Okay, the Goliath Longlegs is going to see if its recharge comes back. And it does!
Oh.
But given the fact that it's surrounded right now, and Barnet, you're the one in front of it, it's going to like bend down and it's just going to snap at you with its mouth. It's going to take a bite attack towards you with its large fangs. 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. Okay.
I am going to use a silvery barbs on that natural 20.
Okay. So I have to re-roll and take the second result.
Yeah, and then I'm giving. Oh, it's not nat 20, and I'm going to give. You look like you need the help. To Josiah.
I'm
Just give
going.
him a little
Yeah,
attention.
this is going
It
to be a
doesn't matter much.
dirty 20 to hit now.
That hits yet.
That's good because first it's going to do 8 points down to 4 piercing damage.
So,
So,
my temper hit points are gone.
and then it's going to also inflict 10 points of poison damage. Oh wait, no, can you make a con save? Sorry. It's
Oh,
a
what
con.
would it be?
It's half on a pass.
14.
That is just a fail. So you will take 10 points of poison damage on top of.
Okay.
And then following from that, it's going to make 8 attacks with its legs. And yes, you heard that correct.
8.
It's going to start by kicking out twice at Barnet. So the first attack will wildly miss. The second attack, 15. I believe that's also a
That's a
miss.
miss 2. Yeah.
Frustrated with your ability to dodge, it's going to fly out with its next 2 attacks at you. Right, okay.
They miss.
And getting frustrated at this point, it's then going to sweep 2 legs backwards at Josiah, as he was the one that initially inflicted wounds. So the first one is going to be an 18 to hit, followed by a 14. I believe the 14 misses. I can be the 21.
18 misses.
18 misses. Even And you know what it's going to do now as well, then? Because it has 15-foot reach with its legs, it's going to kick one leg out towards Nivara, who's been slinging spells at it. With a 15 to hit.
That's a miss. Mage armor.
And then
15.
its final leg is going to kick out at Vlad. With a 22.
What?
There's a 22 hit.
It does hit, but I'm going to cast mage my armor thing. Where is it? Shield.
Shield of Faith.
Yeah, not shield of. Is it shield of faith? Or
Shield.
Shield plus 5.
I thought you used that last session.
Oh,
I
shit.
did.
Refill.
Let's hit them.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I was just looking at my spells.
As it's going to deal 8 points of bludgeoning damage towards you, as it just hits you, like the base of its like thick leg just cracks you straight in the center of the chest plate.
Is that your best you got?
Unfortunately, that is all it can do.
Unfortunately, it had nine attacks.
Yeah, and it hit with 2. When something hits 9 times and only hits twice, you've got a problem.
A lot of luck.
Oh yeah. Just for mention on Silvery Barbs, you don't have to use it. I believe it can be on your next roll. So even if it's not an attack, you can still use it.
But following,
So it's an ability check or saving throw.
yeah. So following this like stampede of like its legs, just like splashing out and swinging out and stomping, and then its bite, the one bite that did hit. Dax, it seems to have calmed down enough now where you could probably have a moment to get in and do something if you want. What are you doing?
Give us another swipe of the rapier.
You have advantage.
Oh, you're
You're
forgetting that. Keep forgetting that.
I believe a 17 does hit.
Nice.
Can I get some damage, please?
Damage. 6. Yeah, because the blast is attack, isn't it?
Attack
Yes.
rolls.
Attack rolls, yeah.
And saving throws.
Yes.
So
You
6p.
hit and you deal some damage, and like just small pieces of like its legs are just breaking off the carapace and things like this, and like you see the blood starting to like come out in little wounds you're creating. Is that all you can do?
I think it'd be funny. This is. I'm going to try and inspire Barnet to do something.
Okay.
So
Do you
you'll
just shout, do something?
do
Just
something, Barnet, as a give me inspiration.
But before Barnet can do anything, I believe Josiah has the option to do something first if he wants to.
Yes,
Would you like to?
I would.
Okay, well, depending on what you're going to do, I might not allow it, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to use my action to use my once per day pirate ability.
No, I'm not allowing it. I don't like the sound. I don't like where this is going. Go on, what are you doing?
No. Oh, shucks.
What are you doing?
And essentially, I can a number of allies equal to your charisma modifier, which is 3, who you can see within 60 feet. You may use a you may use a reaction to make one weapon attack. So I pick myself, Barnet, and Dax, so they can all use their reaction to make a attack now with a
Ooh.
melee weapon. And
Okay.
you say he'll just sort of thrust his rapier in there and say, "Attack now!" And you kind of have a burst of energy, I guess, to make an
We
attack.
still have bless.
Interesting.
Yeah, bless is a minute.
Okay. Never mind.
Unlucky.
With bless, with advantage, with
Yeah, he missed.
okay.
I mean, he could have used his thing that he
did
just
he
got.
did I have a natural 20?
Actually, that's a good point. You did just literally get inspired, Liam.
What does that do again? My inspiration.
You played a bard for
It's a while
3
ago now.
D6.
D6. So I'll try with that as well.
It's a one-time D6.
Never mind.
Rose, did you give me a natural 20?
No, it's just you have an advantage on like an ability check, saving throw, or whatever. It's still really
Oh,
fast.
okay.
You auto crit, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Then everybody would think it'd be overpowered.
Mm.
Can't believe
Dax?
that after all that, it still misses.
Is that the
Dax,
attack now, is it?
Yeah.
Blitz, you may use a reaction to attack now.
Uh,
Oh, I am getting like Battle Master vibes a little bit. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I'm
the
guessing.
two of you do hit. You can roll damages. Okay,
that'll do.
that's not
Do
bad at
another
all.
Hold on, do another try for a crit stacks. Just in case.
Oh yeah, the advantage thing.
Yeah. You never know.
Better, but unfortunate. So between the two of you, you do 19 points of damage.
Nice.
As just Josiah commands out to make attacks. Is there anything else you want to do, Josiah?
No, that's.
It's not bad though. It's not bad at all.
I'm about to say, yeah.
The end of your turn comes. The end of your turn goes. It is Bonnet.
I'm going to attack it again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
22
Oh,
hits.
it actually hit.
Well,
That is the seventh, I think, or sixth attack you made. I'm sorry for shaming you, but that's ridiculous.
11 damage.
It's not bad as you start to notice that the creature is starting to get significantly wounded at this point, and he's starting to take a bit of wear and tear damage. As this fight goes on, is there anything else you wish to do?
Is that you telling us it's bloodied?
That's me telling you it's hurt.
So am I. I need an adult.
Are you done,
I'm done, yeah.
Naivara?
Cool. Seeing this thing as, chips a bit and there's blood starting to appear, I am going to throw up another clock face and I am going to cast Shatter underneath it again, trying to get deep into that wound I created on the first one.
Okay.
So that is another con save, please.
That's a fail.
18
And
points of
that's
thunder damage.
Much, much better. Holy shit, that's better.
Everyone can hear this as well for like a big distance. It's something.
Oh yeah, no, the
stupid
first one was muffled by all the tree pulls and the vine, whereas now this one's got sufficient space to really like ripple and crack and create some severe damage and burn as it just sunders a large portion, and you can just basically, like, as Barnett's like swinging his axe underneath and stuff, he just kind of stops for a moment and takes a breather, and then like as he leans back to look up, like full stripper style, just gets like the shower of water, well, water quote marks, but it's more like blood, just whoosh, just down him as he's looking up. And now just the rabbit is just wet with like this eldritchy looking black blood.
He's got a gun, can't he? He's got gunked.
Yeah, Naivara will kind of stay where she is and just
Nothing else?
look at what she's done and be kind of like, I don't think so. Yeah, end of my turn.
Vladimir Donkey Leg, what are you doing? Vladimir, it is your turn, brother. Wake up. You're muted, Vladimir.
So, just take a flame him.
Okay. So the Sacred Flame goes off, and again, similar results. You're starting to scorch it, and that time it does do a bit of damage. And as you are all slowly just taking little bits and little bits and little bits. Is that it? Are you done? He's done. I don't care what he's saying because he's muted again.
Yes.
We can't hear you, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Why do you think I'm asking multiple times? As it's now its turn, it's going to shoot its web at Nivara now because of that spell you just did. Going to make an attack roll.
You made it sad.
Bloosh.
I just can't catch your break.
She just like sidesteps it very like gracefully and just kind of moves to one side as this thing shoots past
Yeah,
her.
just that it's Dak's turn now.
I mean, I think the dice have decided that we have become a military unit now.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to point out this creature's CR7, and you guys are clowning on it.
I mean, to be honest, the first couple of rounds were us just making big whiffs as well, so
Yeah.
it's a bit of a stinky fight.
The
let's
first
be
round
honest.
was a bit of a slap fight. but
It's an
yeah, we're-
interesting encounter, and just nobody wants to make much headway in this fight. But slowly but surely, you guys are chipping away at it, given the fact that you outnumber it 5-1. Dax, it is now your turn, but what you got for me?
I'm gonna keep swiping it with this rapier.
Big money!
Seems to be working at the
At
minute.
this rate, it's going to be a whammy, but let's see what you got.
Oh. Hey!
Hey.
Right, the Goliath's going to use rosy silvery barbs against you.
Okay, that does not work. I'm the only one who could be like, no, reroll.
Roll
Reroll
the
again.
hit, bud.
Roll damage, what you mean? Sorry.
Did you want to use bless on that?
Ooh.
Okay, that's
Liam.
13 points of
Alright.
damage. Very, very nice. Yeah, no, it's starting to get pretty wounded now. As you just lay in just these heavy cleave, as you just swing down and then just thrust forward, and just your blade impales like a good 2-3 inches into the thick, fleshy leg. And you just
Oh.
pull it out, and you can just see on the end of your blade there's just like this thick, gloopy, like consistency of like jam, black blood that you just kind of flick off as best as you can. As Josiah.
Anyone
Hmm?
Do we can see anyone a bit injured?
I believe the only
Yes.
person that's taken a hit is Barnet.
Yeah.
No, I'm injured from the previous fights
I've
as
just
well. I
kicked
think
the
a few
ball.
us.
Kicked me.
Yeah. I think most of us are injured except for Josiah, but he got a little heal from Vlad.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to you if you wish to bestow healing upon anybody.
If anyone's a bit raw, no, I'll leave it.
Josiah, it's over to you then.
Yep. Stabbing.
17 hits,
Woo!
bud. Oh, damn.
Oh, nice.
I just imagine like I'm just stabbing into the same place over and over and over again, and just causing this like huge wound running through the leg.
Yeah, you're just aiming for the same leg, and you're just trying to incapacitate this one leg, and you just stab, release, and stab, and just keep going.
Yep.
Barnet, it is your turn.
I'm going to stab it again. I'm going to
Stab it? I
stab
thought-
it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Not done.
You got blast.
No. Yeah, it's not going to make much difference.
It might on a 4.
No.
No, it's a 16, remember, minimum.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to go to there, and then I'm going to rabbit hop.
Okay.
As a bonus action to get 10 foot away without him attacking me. So,
You're still with.
50-foot
Oh, no,
range.
it's-
You're still within.
range.
You're gonna say you saw it attack Nivara from where it is.
yeah.
Wait, what are you
Okay.
doing?
I'm going to wake them first.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so then, to there,
And as Barnet flees for his little
And then-
tushy,
to there.
Nivara, what are you doing? It's your turn now.
Seen the rabbit run away and just kind of being a little bit shocked at this person who she's seen destroy things and can take a heavy hit. She sighs, and I am going to I'm going to shoot in a little chill touch. So I'm going to send one of my clock hands in.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. 14.
Unfortunately, you send in the little clock hand and it just burrows into the carapace, and you wait for an effect, but nothing comes.
Cool. That's the end of my turn.
Unlucky. Vladimir. What are you doing? Can anyone else hear Vlad, or is it just me?
No,
No.
Carl
No.
keeps muting. I think there's probably stuff going on in the background. He's
Yeah.
muted currently.
Hello, sorry.
Oh.
Technically-
We can hear you now. We can't hear you anymore.
All I heard was having technical diff.
Oh,
It explains a
Oh,
lot.
he is flashing.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
There we go.
so I'm having issues with my headset.
Right.
My extension lead that's playing up.
Okay, we heard that. We heard you tell us about
Right.
the extension lead.
I'm gonna healing word on Barney.
Yeah, so Vlad, you just kind of turn, seeing the hurt bunny boy run away, and you kind of just give a few words of wisdom to Barnet, and just you feel the warm energy just envelop you, and just some of the wounds heal up for 13 points worth.
Ooh.
Bunny, just let him die.
That's a bonus action.
The main action, I'm going to just attempt to smack. Oh, I got both. I got advantage.
Yep, so hits
First.
hits for 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you're all just slowly making headway on this creature as it now becomes its turn. Given the last few turns, it doesn't appreciate... actually, let's see if its web comes back. It does. But it's not going to use it right now. It's going to bite. It's going to, like, turn to face Dax and Nivara, and it's going to bite down at Dax as you're in front of it.
Ooh.
As it rolls a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits, as you are going to get hit for 8 points of piercing damage, and can you make a Constitution saving throw? That's a success, so you're going to only take half. Wow! You take 8 points of poison damage on top.
Poison damage. I'm
Poison.
immune to it.
Nice. Okay. So you feel the bite coming in. You can feel the venom. You're aware that it has poison and venom inside of it, but you have no concern with that, as you just kind of shrug it off as best you can. And the party sees that he doesn't seem to have that secondary reaction like he did with Barney, which is a good thing. And it's going to raise 4 of its legs, and it's just going to bombard Nivara's area, and it's going to stomp down with 4 of its legs towards you. I'm just going to roll them all together. So we got natural 1, followed by a 14, which I believe misses,
Yes.
followed by a 20, and then a 22.
I'm going to use shield, so only the 22 hits.
Okay, well, let's see what the natural 1 does. Okay.
32.
That's if I need to, obviously.
Okay, so as it kind of stomps down with this first barrage of just feet, as it just starts pounding the area around you, with the shield, as you kind of put it semi above your head and duck down, it hits the top of the shield and then like scrapes off and kind of jerks forward and just falls, leaving its one leg hyperextended and vulnerable for a moment. The next melee attack made against this creature will have bonus damage, as its one leg is essentially a bit more exposed than the rest instead of its tight formation around itself. And the one leg that does hit thanks to shield is going to deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then the other 4 are gonna hit into Josiah as you've been working away on the same leg and wounding it. It doesn't like what you've been doing at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hit with a 21, a 20, a miss, and a 19.
Meets.
19 meets, so 3 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna deal a total of 22 points of bludgeoning damage towards you.
Ooh. Okay.
Because it's 1d4 plus 4 per leg.
Mm-hmm.
As you just kind of, one kind of like grazes like your thigh, and one just kind of hits you square in the sternum, and then one you kind of put the armed arm up to block, and it kind of just hits clean on the forearm, and you can feel like a crack, and it really fucking hurts, but you managed to deflect it enough, but you took a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah.
Dax, it's your turn, as now this creature seems to have warmed up a little bit and it starts hurting some of the compatriots around you.
As you know. Another AB attack. Oh,
Okay.
You have advantage.
keep forgetting.
You have Bless as well.
That's a D4, isn't it?
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
This
Fuck's sake.
fight.
This is worse than the kobolds.
Honestly, I feel like this is just like something to do with Matt. I don't care that he's not been here for 4 sessions. It's something to do with him, I've decided.
He's here in
He's
spirit.
cursed us.
How am I getting blamed?
So unfortunately, as it's turned, the one spot that you've been working on and working at and swinging and stabbing and punching, it's now moved it away, so you can't see that spot no more, and unfortunately you can't really make much headway. What do you do instead, if anything?
Is Vlad looking a bit rough now?
Vlad, are you looking rough?
I think
It's me.
I wouldn't worry about me. Get our compatriot first, because he's a lot more damage than me.
I took a absolute beating.
Yeah,
Healing word on Josiah then.
ignore the bully. He's a chicken. He just ran away.
Okay. 7 points of healing to you as your turn comes to an end. And Josiah, it is now your turn as you just feel what you would expect is a warm embrace and a warm, like the way I imagine celestial energy healing works. It's like you know when you're cold and you drink like a warm broth or like a tea or something, and you can feel it inside you warming you. Dax's is a little different. Dax's hit's a little different. It's cold. It's like a cold compress, but in like a slightly creepy way. And you feel that energy, but you feel the wounds heal up, so, you know, let's not bite the hand that feeds and all that. It is your turn to act.
He will, he'll stab again. Angrily. Bless. Oof.
Bless makes the difference. Bless makes the difference.
He'll stab with bonus stabbing, I guess.
Right, roll a d8. Nice. Yep, that's right. What you notice is you dealt enough damage in a single turn. Enough damage was dealt as you kind of swing out with the rapier and just stab. You kind of pierce into the lower part of the leg, and you don't quite realize how stuck the blade is. And as you're pulling, and it lifts its leg and is pulling against you and trying to pull away and like nearly throwing you forward. With a bit of inhumane strength, you kind of like grab it like a bear and just yank at its leg and try and yank this blade out, and you shred. a large portion of the flesh as you inadvertently have completely, with your own physical strength, completely detached this leg, and you rip the leg off, and it kind of just falls.
Yeah, injured, pasty. Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, this thing has a mechanic, and you guys have been agonizingly close on many occasions. If in a single turn 20 damage is dealt, you can cut one of its legs off, reducing its attacks. Because now it only has 7 legs.
Oh wow! It's
Only 7.
Yeah.
Only 7 now.
Only 7 left now. But now you've just rage monkeyed this fucking thing's leg off. And bear in mind, this leg's like the size of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No.
Barnett.
Okay. I'm going to go back to there. Whee! I'm going to go over the hit.
Okay, roll a hit.
Oh, that wasn't meant to be advantage.
Well done. It is a crit.
Yeah.
Roll that damage, boy. Wait.
16. Add the 2 bottom together. Total
Yeah.
critical. That's total damage.
Why is it all split out like that? I don't fucking... Okay, so it's 16 damage. Is that including rage
Sure.
damage, Liam?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It's
6,
4
then
plus 2
10.
equals your 6. Yeah.
Yeah, then 10 on top, so 16 in total.
It's looking
It's the way-
incredibly wounded. After that attack, it doesn't look good at all, considering it's bleeding out from its arse end now with its one leg been ripped off. And all the other wounds combined, it's looking incredibly wounded. Are you done,
Yeah, that's me done.
Ivara?
Magic missile. Just into the face of this creature. Just
Just level 1?
bombard it. Yeah, I am. Not got any level 2s, so that'll be why. Not that anyone would know what that is. Blah blah blah. You get it. What did that do?
You've got to... That's only one missile. You've got to roll 2 more.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I apologise.
Yeah, magic missile on roll 20 set up weird. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. I'll try and finish it.
Okay. And you're still focusing on the undercarriage and the wound that you created there with your previous shatters. What you do, you send these missiles out as everyone is surrounding this creature, and it staggers very slightly and it's looking incredibly wounded. You send these missiles up as they just swirl and twirl together like a little squadron of fighter planes just going up for this wound. And like the scene in Independence Day, you know, where the plane flies up into the spaceship almost. You watch as these magic missiles just disappear into the wound, and then a few moments later, you just hear the creature just shudder and shake as it quite literally explodes from the inside. And it just blows out the entire bottom of this thing. And it just goes to collapse, and just, it's gone. And everybody within 5 foot of the creature, make a dex save.
Right.
Not a dex save.
Yeah, blessed. With blessed, you can put a top.
Yes.
Oh wait, sorry. No, dex save. Yeah, dex save. I was right.
Will my Dane's Defense come in here?
Yes, it will. You see it.
Okay.
That's 11.
Just in case. I don't think I need it, but you never know.
You've succeeded.
Yeah.
Okay, so Josiah fails, Vlad fails, Dax fails, Barnett pass.
That were the 3 of them who looked the most hurt before they failed. They've all taken heavy hits. I don't know. I'm going to get Josiah to re-roll. He can have my last chronal shift.
I was
saw
about
him
to say
take some heavy
I'd get
hits.
the healer to re-roll, but personally, but
Oh, that actually makes total sense. I'm going to do that. Can I switch it to Vlad,
Yes,
please?
yes.
Vlad, you can re-roll. Thank you.
I really thank you. It's very generous.
It's all right. I just saw you take big hits, and yeah.
I'll go. Oh, bugger.
Wow.
No.
Right,
Look, I
everybody takes, as these large trim-like limbs just start clombering down onto everybody, you all take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
Barnet, you will take 4. Because you passed
takes 4.
and you're raging.
Yeah.
This is what Ivanka used to do, and it was amazing.
This is what I need to have a look.
Because he passed, so he took half. He's raging, because it's bludgeoning, he takes half again. So basically, he took a quarter. So 19, we round it down to 18, so it's 9. Round it down to 4, because we always round down for players. Takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Stupid.
As Josiah and Vlad both go down under the crushing weight of this creature.
I need to make a con save, although I think I fail it anyway.
Yes, anyone that went down does need to make con saves.
This is a different con save, but failed it anyway.
Yeah, so Josiah and Vlad, both of you are going to take an injury roll. Goody. Goody, goody, goody. Give me a second. Right, we'll get... Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Roll me a D100.
2 nat fucking ones in a row.
That's awful.
It's so bad.
D100.
Stay 19 points of damage.
19, yeah.
I'm dead.
Now.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
He hasn't fucking leveled up, has he? This has happened
No,
before.
my
Why?
HP is 18.
Yeah,
How is your
so you're
HP
down then,
18?
you mean?
I don't. I did
You
double off.
You don't die, you go down.
Have you?
What are you
Did
on
he-
about?
Is he level? Is he level 3?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you've gone down. That con save, what was that con save for? Let me just explain this before I explain what happened to Carl.
The con save that I did was the undead fortitude.
Right,
You're just unconscious.
that's to keep you up so you don't go down.
Yeah, I know.
That doesn't kill you.
No, but I mean like the 9 points of damage into so many over your HP.
100% over, so you have to go to negative max HP. So you're
Oh,
18
fair.
HP, you have to go to negative 18.
Don't do that to us, Adam.
Right.
I know,
okay.
I know I don't want
Okay,
that.
okay.
So,
Now you've
I'm
gone.
already
Now,
down.
now we've confirmed you've gone down. Can you make a con save for injury?
yeah.
And then I'll get to you in a second. Okay, so
Can
you
I
fail
do-
as well. Great.
Can I do my D100
Right.
now?
Carl,
Yeah.
as you've gone down, like, unknowingly, you've, like, opened your jaw as you fell, and when you wake up, you'll realise that about 4 of your front teeth have been broken and ripped out. As a 5 on the injury is a facial scarring, you've lost teeth, which it'll last forever unless you get, like, some intense healing magic through, like, regenerate or something.
Yeah.
And you have disadvantage on all charisma checks because of it.
So I've lost.
Oh,
Yeah, you've lost teeth, and it gives you disadvantage on charisma checks. It requires a regenerate or stronger to replenish. Or the other option is potential, like, dentures, prosthetics, like, if you can find someone who's capable of making them. Josiah, you're D100. 73, that's considerably better. As you fall, you are still holding your weapon, and you kind of put your arm backwards instinctually, and you've jarred your finger and dislocated it. You've dislocated your finger, and it's going to inflict a -2 modifier on all attack rolls until cured, and it can be healed through a medicine check of a certain DC or just any healing spell,
Any healing spell, okay.
or a DC 10 medicine check from someone who's got proficiency in medicine. And Dax.
Hmm.
59. You have gained some mental trauma. As
I'm
you
already mental anyway.
you have gained an uncontrollable tremble. You get disadvantage on all dexterity checks, and there is no way to heal it, but it will last until you have a short rest.
Not too bad.
Oh,
When I saw the 5,
yeah.
Carl, I was worried because low was bad.
Did anyone hit 0? Did anyone just hit 0, or did everybody go beyond 0 when they?
No word to the minus.
Yeah, we're all
guess
death
we-
saves, I think.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to shout over to Barnet Navarro and be like, "We need to stabilize them," and she's going to rush in and try and stabilize Dax. Yeah, I will start with Dax because he's closest, and hopefully Barnet will go over to Vlad, and then we'll meet at Josiah.
Yeah, so I pop to the Healy man.
Yeah, have you got any healing? I've got
No,
0 healing.
I got
No.
no healing. We just need to
No, me
go
neither.
through medicine.
Have you got any potions, anyone?
No.
I've got healing if we can get back up.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
can only
do, just-
stabilize.
Okay, if we can stabilize these two, then work together, and I'll beat the boy.
Josiah. Yeah,
Okay,
let's go.
so
Let's
Barnet,
try.
as you rush over to Vlad to try and stabilize him, as you see the 3 of them have gone down, can I get a medicine check?
Oh no. Okay.
It's gonna kill Vlad. Oh my god.
Come on, come on.
Nah,
No,
I'm
you're not
sorry.
going to. No, you're not going to. Stop making the universe make it so.
Oh, oh my god.
As
We're
of
all gonna die for TP.
Vlad, on your next deaths, on your deck save coming up, you're going to have disadvantage.
Ugh.
Hey, come on.
No,
Join me,
Varak.
Vlad.
Ugh.
Come
Oh.
join me, Vlad.
Yes.
Medicine?
Yep.
Power in the death.
Oh, thank God for that.
Okay, that's
Stabilize.
that's a pass. That's a stabilize. I mean, Liam's lucky that wasn't a natural one because that's an instant death save fail. I pass out for those.
Yeah.
But he
And
would
then
have
I'm
been a
going to
negative
stop.
one.
Okay, so with Dax being stabilized, as you manage to staunch the bleeding enough, like you know the proper like you spit rub dirt and like it's a bit dirty, and but it works in the field when you've got fuck all else, and you're able to stabilize Dax. Josiah, can I get a death
Blood now.
save from you?
Ow.
And Vlad, as unfortunately Barney is trying his best. He is unable to staunch any bleeding, and in some parts exacerbates things as he's like compressing your chest. He's giving CPR, but that's not what's needed, and he's essentially pumping the blood out of you a little quicker. Can you make a death save at disadvantage?
You've got broken ribs, so every time he's doing it, unfortunately, it's meaning that one part of your lung is popping out.
That's a
Oh,
pass. So despite
Okay.
despite being like press ganged by the bunny man, you still your natural fortitude is still shining through.
So I've had 1 fail, 1 success.
No.
No,
Just a success. He gave you disadvantage, not a fail
Oh,
instantly.
my first one would have been a disadvantage.
No. Yeah, that was your first save, and it was a disadvantage. You got the 11 though, which is enough.
I want to die now.
Aw.
can I move in up to Josiah and try and heal him and shout to Barnet? Try
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, Barney.
No,
Medicine
don't think to
checks.
do that. Okay, I'll
Kill me
try
again.
again. I'm sorry.
That is a 12 for
Oh,
Josiah.
I did better.
Way!
You managed to stabilize everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think now they have to roll a d4 to see how long they're asleep for.
Yep. Can the down players roll a d4? That's how many hours you're going to be unconscious.
Ew.
Oh my word.
That's time I like seeing a 1.
Be out.
And with that, momentary respite as you all manage to save your friends from bleeding out. One thing the two of you both notice is the body of the spider creature, the center main body mass, you notice on the top, it's wriggling. Like
Oh, no.
the skin is rippling and wriggling.
Like little bugs, or like something's trying to break out from within?
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
I will try and. Actually, Barnet,
Yeah.
would you mind lifting up the top, the carapace? Don't hit it with your thing, just lift.
Okay, I'll try to lift it up.
and I'm going to hold a chill touch if something in there jumps out and it tries to attack either of us. So I'm looking for threatening behaviour.
Barnett, roll a strength check for me, please.
Oh, that should have been another advantage. It will be the first one.
You're still raging, though, aren't you?
It would have ended.
Okay.
Or
Do I have to do it?
No, because you're just watching, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm holding to see if anything attacks
Barney,
us.
you kind of get a piece of like overarching carapace and you just kind of lift it up and you can hear the snapping and crunching of bone and carapace underneath as it is just snapping and snaring and tearing away. And underneath the piece of carapace and flesh that was wriggling, you see a writhing mass of what it can be described as like purple and red coloured worms of some kind. And they've got like this jaw opening that opens out like predator mouth style. And they're like, basically the inside of this creature, the main body piece, had pretty much been eaten out entirely, leaving behind a massive wriggling pool of these snake-like creatures.
I'm going to stop firing. Let's kill it. Chill touch.
Roll a hit.
Yeah. Well, chill touch. Over here. That's a 10.
That will miss. They look incredibly weak, but they are still awkward to hit because they are fairly quick. Barnett, do you have any reaction?
I'm going to try to have a jab in my axe.
Go for it. It's also a miss. As these creatures now, this small swarm of these creatures start to spill out of the body of this spider and just start wriggling towards you, Nivara.
I'm going to go again with another chill touch, backing away slightly.
Roll ahead.
That's a bit better. 23
That hits. Roll damage.
with my little clock hands. 3 points of damage.
Okay, because it's a swarm, it doesn't do as much as you would anticipate being a single-based attack. But you do kill a number of them as, like, the swarm now, like, lowers to about 5 or 6. And then, within a few more actions, like, these creatures clearly aren't ready in anticipated combat. They look considerably wounded, especially from the fact that they like they've bore wounds from your attacks, Nivara, from your shatter and things, considering these were inside the main body. You were actually, secretly, doing damage to these things. I was rolling it.
Shatter!
And the magic missile.
AoE spells are what wizards are.
And you can see now, like, this pile of, like, 1 to 3 foot long snake-like creatures. Let me grab an image because I didn't get a token for these. But let me grab an image.
So we will just, I'm assuming, just repeat and rinse, try and cover up the faces of the other guys and try and take care of them.
It's easy enough to do.
Yeah. Like if you don't want to, we don't have to roll every hit or whatever.
No,
We'll
they
just keep going until they're gone.
They will get finished off. They, like I said, they were weak enough from your work. That's what was inside the creature.
What's that?
Oh.
Ew.
Can you see them?
Oh.
Those were inside the main body of the creature, and basically they had, and like you can kind of see now, some of them have sploshed out. Basically, the inside of this spider tree thing was almost completely hollow, and they'd pretty much eaten the entire thing out. It was pretty much zombified at that point when you guys encountered it. And these things
you're already dead.
These things had completely eaten it from the inside out.
Ooh.
Just gonna move it to the side here.
Wait, no, it's time to do now. Time to hit
Sorry?
another tree. No,
No,
I'm not going to
Don't
do
you
that. Don't
dare.
worry. No.
half of our party. We are the only 2 people who are currently conscious. If you do that, I am going to. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because I'm going to make you wonder about it. Because one day I might do it. Behave, Barnet. Please, but behave.
Okay.
Thank you. I am very hurt myself. I don't think I would be able to last very long.
What do you guys do
And I'm
now?
guessing we'll just settle down. We're going to wait for everybody else to wake up, I assume, or at
Okay.
least for Vlad to wake up.
We could take a short
Um,
rest. As they,
Yeah, can we take a short rest for an hour until Vlad's going to wake up?
Okay.
Well, we don't know if Vlad's going to wake up. We're just going to wait until everybody wakes up, or we do what we need to do. You know.
So you guys start to settle around the corpses of these creatures. You've got the blight, the tree pulls, you've got the spider thing, and then you've got these snake things.
I will, if I can, ask Barnet to help me in moving our friends away from just the area, just so we're off to one side. Try not to make any of their injuries worse. We'll do it slowly and carefully and just move them away a little bit, just in case any of these things are still alive and decide that they want to make home inside one of our friends. You know,
yeah.
please.
Okay,
We'll
let's
do
try.
that. Yeah.
And as you do that, do either, I'm assuming both of you keep an eye out over a short rest as you kind of sit over these bodies and just
Yeah.
watch them. And I get perception
Yeah.
checks from the both of you.
I'm also, even though I'm looking around me, I'm also looking at Barnet. I would like to say, Nivara will glance back at Barnet, just make sure he's not doing anything stupid. I mean, it was a 10, but
Yeah.
just making sure.
Well, now that creature has foregone its will to live through means of percussion devices inflicting on multiple areas of its body, I don't think you're in too much danger, and you do manage to maintain a watch for a short rest, long enough so that both Nivara and Barnet benefit from a short rest. And towards the end of this short rest, the hour, you notice that Vlad is the first one to really start stirring and waking up. And you're able to, at the end of the hour, coax him awake, and Vlad, you wake up in a bit of a startle, with your last memory being the collapsing tree spider.
Oh my.
And then as you go to talk, you kind of start talking with a lisp, and you can't figure out why, and then you kind of touch tongue to mouth, and you realise that a good chunk of the frontal teeth are gone. You don't actually have to talk with a lisp, I'm just saying. Just for effect.
I wasn't going to, but
Okay.
there you go, done. As I now sort of like sit down, pissed off.
Yeah, so like Vlad sits up, and like Nivara and Barnet, you both see this.
Oh,
And you kind
Vlad.
of see that he's bleeding from the mouth a little bit and notice the missing teeth of as he's talking.
I'm going to.
Can you?
Wounds on myself. Take the edge off.
Could you maybe, if it is not too much trouble, heal the people who are currently unconscious?
I was going to, but I want to get myself off. Right. So
Okay.
That's and swamp on one.
Okay, so Dax gets healed for 18 and Josiah gets healed for 19. Also, you're really quiet, by the way, Carl. I can barely hear you.
I'm having technical difficulties. I do.
But Josiah and Dax, you will eventually both wake up not long after.
Does that mean my finger's healed as well?
Yes. Yes, it will.
Your what?
So the dislocated finger, because it's through healing magic, Dax will still have his tremble, bless him. As you notice that Dax, he's a bit jittery than normal.
So that was fun.
Mm.
Mhm.
We are all
Uh,
here. We are all alive. I count it as a success.
Only just though.
I.
Yeah,
Desire
but you can
walk
only
up-
either. Sorry?
Oh, sorry, you carry on.
No, I was just going to say you are either alive or you are dead. We are alive. Win-win. Carry on.
Desire will grumble, get the wood chopper axe, head towards like the sort of mouth area where the spider sort of explode and like get at one of the fangs.
Easy enough to
You are
do.
taking them.
And you'll see as you like cut open the head area, you can see a couple more of the like you see these for the first time, these snake-like creatures inside the body. As like you open up enough of a wound where you can start to see them like corpses now inside the creature.
What the fuck?
Do we have? Sorry, I'll ask you in character. Does anyone have a glass vial that they would not mind giving to me?
Sure.
Excellent. Can I pick up one of the smaller snakes and shove it in there?
Yeah.
I want a dead snake, please. Thank you. And I'm going to cork it.
You have a dead weird snake, yeah?
It would make an excellent specimen at some point, especially if I can get enough chemicals in there to preserve it. And then I'm going to put it in my bag. So, shall we head back to town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to hit a tree and maybe make sure that nothing's going
No.
to come out?
I'll do it.
No! No! Put that weapon away. No!
No more hitting trees, rabbit.
I think
It's
I think
fate.
Vlad's
It's
really
fine.
far away telling us not to hit the tree. So
Yeah.
That's better.
Can I get Barnet to remove a bit of its like faceplate because it looks a little bit like it's got a tree face. I don't know if that's meant to be it
tree
or
face.
like can we just get like a chunk of its face so we can at least show them what had happened
And give it
if
a
we can't
go,
get the
yeah.
full head?
Yeah,
Just-
it can go with the fang that Josiah's got
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Oh, and I know the fag. I just thought that was for
Yeah.
a trophy, but this week
I know it was for proof.
Okay, cool. Never mind. Ignore me. Barnet, put the axe down. I feel like you're going to accidentally swing and hit a tree.
I get it. Accidentally.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I'm glad you did, Danny.
Boo.
I'm so happy. Right, cool. Let's get back to town. Go, go, go. Oh my god.
That was in stereo.
Let's go. Oh dear.
Right, so as you guys start cautiously and very painfully making your way back to the town on Crimson Blossom Isle, are you going at a quick pace, normal pace, stealth pace?
I'm guessing
Beaten pace.
we'll just get back to town in a normal pace.
Okay.
I don't think we're sneaking.
Making my way
Yeah.
downtown.
At this point in the
Walking
day, it's probably about noon, early afternoon, as you guys start heading your way southward once more.
Was there a tavern when we arrived? Of
Yes,
some sort.
I believe that
Cool.
was.
Shall we go to the tavern? Or are we going to... sorry. Shall we go to the tavern? Or shall we go and hand in our evidence?
How about some of us go and rest because we've knackered. The ones who aren't knackered go. Is there actually a place here like where I can get healed because my face is messed up?
You'll have to find out when you get there.
Oh,
Yeah. How about you guys go sort that out? I will take the evidence to Greta and Jonah and just get the boat started. You look like you need a rest. So I'll hold my hand out for the item, for the fang.
Man?
Yeah. Fang handed over.
Cool. Oh, yeah, so I'll head over to Greta and let the rest of the party go and sort the shit out.
Yeah.
Slowly heading your way back to town. Battered, beaten, little shaky in some, and definitely the bites worn off in others. It's painful, it's slow going, but one thing you do notice, as you guys are growing, you don't see any of the snake creatures as you leave the area following you, which is good. It looks like at least everything you encountered is dead. Your way south, probably, and bearing in mind to get to where you was from the Treeple fight, it was about 40 minutes or so, 30-40 minutes, following the cavern, and then it was probably about that again to get to the town. So it's going to take a couple of hours, and the sun high in the sky starts its descent, and you can see the shadows growing larger on the trees and stuff. And the blossom trees, some of the petals sway and some of them fall in front of you as you're walking. It's pretty. It's nice. And you will eventually make your way back to town. As you finally hit the outskirts of the town, and you can see the lumber's yard that you first walked past on the way to the forest, firstly. Nivara, I believe you said you wanted to stop off here.
So I'll peel off at this point to let the rest of the party head back to the tavern.
Yeah. You go and you knock on the door, and you hear that similar growl of a voice, just, "Come in!"
Hello. And she'll open the door.
And you can
slowly.
see the same Loxodon that's kind of sat at the moment, and you can see that he's currently leant right back in a chair, leaning with his one elbow on his desk near a candlelight, and you can see he's got some small sculptor's tools, and he's got a piece of wood, and he's obviously carving something on it. And you'll kind of look up as the door opens.
Hello.
And blow out the candle and just put the stuff down. So you're back then? I take it you found nothing or something?
Something. We found the cause of the attack and took quick work of it, and I will show him the fang that Josiah had pulled. There was these small creatures. They were made of twigs and sticks, and some other were made of small patches of cacti. They began to attack us when we struck out the trees. They then began to hover and drift away, so we followed them, and then we found a large spider tree, and then attacked that and took care of it, and it was full of snake things. And she'll show him the snake. She's not handed over either the items, she's just showing, if that makes sense. Just keep it hold. So, all done.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 8. It was gonna be stupid
So,
high. It's gonna be like a
You
23.
went into the forest. You killed some twigs that look like people.
No,
That then led
they
back
attacked
to a spider that was full of snakes.
I'm sorry, why would I lie? You're looking at me as if I am lying. I am not. I can assure you. I will show him the snake thing that I trapped in the bottle. We literally there were these twigs, these people, these little creatures, and she will move her hands into like the size of them. They attacked us when our friend hit out at one of the trees. We then took care of them. Then one of my other friends thought to start attacking the tree very quickly. Like, I am not lying. Half of my friends have just been horrifically injured by this creature and are making their way to the tavern. Oh, I know you are showing some disbelief, but please, sir, you must understand. I have no reason to lie. Why would I?
You do realise, like, just sort of think of it from my position. I've been going
What is your
out,
position?
well, having someone tell me, like, would you truly, like, I can see the snake thing, and I can see the fangs of whatever the fuck it was. But you've got to understand that it's difficult. It's like someone telling you that the boogeyman attacked them. It sounds a little far-fetched.
Really? I am sorry, I do not mean to laugh, but if you have not met a boogeyman, you have not spent enough time out adventuring. I can tell you some stories, and I have met things much stranger than the tree spider. Trust me, I know you are young, you have plenty of time yet. But there are weirder stuff out there than what I have told you. I can promise you. I know it is far-fetched, but maybe a little belief. Maybe send some of your men out. It is about hour and a half to 2 hours if you head to the north of here, slightly to the left, and you get a little closer. Look out for the big stinking corpse of a tree spider filled with snakes.
Right. I will send some people to look. You can take that with you, whatever. I will go and look. As for young, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the
You're a young
compliment.
man. How old are you, if you do not mind me asking?
About 5 centuries or so.
Oh, sorry. I did not understand really. I've not met many of your kinds before. I am only over a century. I'm still young then. Sorry. I do apologize. Still a young man?
I just realised I shouldn't have said 5 centuries, 5 decades, sorry, not centuries.
5 decades. Okay, so
Yeah.
then she'll be like, yes, you are still a young man. I mean, I am only over a century, so, you know, technically more years, but I think I am slightly younger in terms of our lifespans. Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions? You'll see I am a museum curator who is a curator of knowledge as well. I would love to pick your brain on some things.
Sure.
So I've heard a little bit about the crimson blossom itself, not the trees, but it's like the actual flower.
It's the trees.
Do you know where? So, like the blossom itself that is on the trees is what you call. Right? Okay.
Because the trees are red, they're blossoming. Crimson is like another way of saying red.
Crimson is blossom, isn't the word of saying flower? No.
Yeah, but these trees blossom. You can see the blossom that comes on them. That's... Why would I know exactly? I didn't name them.
I didn't expect you to name them. I was just asking some questions.
But
are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure? It is just that your men have been reporting attacks of little tree people, and you seem to not believe any of it.
Because a lot of the time, They will make any excuse not to go to work. And when you hear such far-fetched stories as being attacked by tree people, or the forest is attacking you, it's not exactly something I haven't heard before.
So you do not trust the people who work under you? You do not have a very good worker bond?
Well, with good reason. When you catch people lying, you tend not to trust them.
Why did they feel the need to lie?
I don't
Under your
fucking know.
management?
They're lazy bums.
Oh dear. If you believe it or not, I have told you what we have tried to do. You can go send your men out to find out, and then maybe when you come to talk to us, you will be a bit more believing. Thank you for your time.
Right. I'll be back as soon as I will go and have a look and send people with.
Good. Then I will take my leave. Thank you.
And you will
And she will
get up
leave, yeah.
and leave. Going past the workers, obviously they're doing the wood cutting and stuff on the front of the lot, and heading towards.
Is there any... Before I head back to the thing, are we at the edge of the forest? Because I assume that a lumber office would be quite close to the forest.
Yes. It's the most outer part of the village, essentially.
Are there any tree branches that are low enough for me to grab a couple of the blossoms from?
Yeah, I would say it's easy enough, yeah.
Brilliant. So yeah, I will grab a couple of handfuls if I can and put them in my pack.
Yeah, you can just have some crimson blossom, yeah.
It was just because it was a quest that we needed to get some crimson blossom.
What?
Wait. We had to get some crimson blossom for...
You wanted to buy wood to fix the ship, didn't you?
No. There's another quest. There is another quest. I've written it down. Bear with me a second.
While you're digging it up, we'll head to the tavern group. Obviously, just pipe up as you found it, Rose. I know exactly what she's on about. I'm just gonna let her find it though. This is like we're talking like episode 1 type thing that she's found.
I write really extensive notes nowadays.
Heading over to the Bloomin' Grove. You guys take a few moments. You walk in and you look like
Got
shit.
it.
Okay, go on.
The New Horizon posts have requested blossoms from the island to the northeast of the Ivory Sands, Crimson Blossom. New Horizons post is to the far east, so I have grabbed some.
Yep, that's right.
That was session 3. So yeah, thank you. You may carry on.
Yeah, you guys walk in and like take a seat in one of the empty spaces in the tavern, and very quickly request drinks, which are brought over to you. And you guys take a short account of yourselves and a short rest, essentially, for a moment. And you all guys have a moment to talk amongst yourselves if you so wish.
I think everyone's probably sitting in silence, just nursing a pint, really.
Yeah, nursing my pint, then back to say, where's the nearest bloody healer so I can get this face sorted?
One of the you asked this to the one of the barmaids, I'm assuming. You're looking for a healer. I believe we have a couple of healers. They work usually by the docks. If you need to have anything looked at.
Yeah, I'll pop over there. And I'll stand up and after finishing my pint and walk down to the docks.
Alright. Get back to you in a minute. Staying with the guys in the tavern. Like you've been and obviously Nivara will join after about 20 minutes or so after Vlad's already left. You will all sit down, and a few moments later the doors will like open and close, and you'll just kind of see someone bobbing and weaving through the crowd, and then eventually just popping up beside the table you'll see a small hooded figure that looks up towards you, Jose, and goes, "Found someone."
Oh. Oh, excellent.
Well,
Who is it?
they found me.
Oh.
Come.
He'll look up and he'll like just the rest of the party. Oh, got a hit.
Mm.
Yes, I found your friend sneaking around.
Mm.
And as like you guys get outside the tavern, you kind of hear this voice from the side of the door as you all pass by. Look, that's him.
Oh, who is he? Who are you?
So it'll be a slim, youngish half elf with kind of dark clothes, some kind of leather armor, but it's kind of under a cloak. Yeah. Fair features.
Okay, you just sort of be like, yeah, Captain Blacksoul, and what is your name?
Niles.
Niles.
Wow, Niles.
I was on Temple Roof, and he snuck up on me and said hi.
What, you try to kill you?
No?
No, I was just curious.
Is him sneaking up on you?
Wasn't difficult.
This is our rigger. She was having a look around.
And may I ask for what?
Get a lay of the land.
Heard you were after people.
Well, I guess we can hire one more.
Do we?
Last episode.
I thought we got enough
Magically,
of
we
the
can
crew.
hire one more.
If we
Not
want.
11 bunkers spawned into the boat. What are your skills then? Are you a sailor?
No, not really. A hell of a lot sneakier than this one.
That's probably quite sneaky then.
A rogue,
Anyway.
are you?
Scout. Thank you very much.
Nah, sneaky rogues.
I
What
mean,
exactly? Well, what exactly would it? What are you planning to do? Why do you need people?
Maybe this is a conversation we have on the boat rather than in the middle of town.
it's just right
Just
outside
saying.
the tavern. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
don't we have a room? Oh no, we just landed. Yeah, so the boat. So let's go to the boat.
All right.
Come on, it would. Obviously, you would be able to escape if there was anything nefarious to happen. And she'll start heading back towards the boat.
With a side eye of what?
She's elvish. I just ignore her.
Hmm.
So heading back to the ship and onto the deck where Montrose is currently looking after the ship. You all board and Montrose will go, welcome back, Capitan. Are we setting sail soon, or what is the plan?
Well, we're going to get the ship retrofitted soon.
Yes.
I need to speak to Navarro about that, but first we've got a job interview.
Okay.
Yeah, with a dirty rogue.
Dax?
Rogue is normally a compliment.
Also, Dax, I saw you use lock-picking tools only a few days ago. So, what is different between that and some...
I mean,
Look,
am I a
let's head-
filthy pirate then? Is that what are we doing here?
Aren't we
You
all?
are the filthiest pirate, Capitan.
Thank you, sir. That's
We
what I was
will-
asking for.
I will
Montrose.
keep everybody above deck for you.
If you could get us some tea, if that is not too much trouble, and we'll
I
get
can do
drinks
that.
organised or water
Ike.
or something. Yeah.
Can you run into town and fetch some drinks for the captain and his crew, please? Thank you. So essentially,
Uh,
Montrose will keep everyone from coming and disturbing you guys.
Yeah, I don't even know if he have a table. He'll just have a barrel and he'll just sit behind a barrel.
You've got crates and hammocks. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a crate. He just sits behind a crate like an interview table. So he'll be like, so why do you want to join the ship?
Passage off the island. I'm done here.
Well,
will take it
it's a
on the way.
difference. Do you want to be a crewmate or do you just want a trip?
A trip and then, well, a trip.
Okay, where are you heading to?
Have you heard of the Dawning Ire?
Have I? DM.
Roll a quick history check.
16.
Can I do a history check? I'm not native to these lands.
You can.
But I don't know.
Thank
you.
Matt, what the fuck are you on about?
That's the thing. It's
It's alright. It's alright because I'm drawing a blank. What the fuck you mean?
Daddy, roll a history check.
It's. Shall I just say it's the Man of War?
Oh right, it's the name of the. Okay, yeah, it's the name of the vessel. Yep, you're right. You're right.
See.
No, no, he's right. What it was, I got it wrong. Like I just fucked up. That's all.
It's vague information.
Nivara, you wouldn't know, unfortunately.
No.
But Josiah, you would be aware of the name. It's the name of a vessel, a ship, a very infamous or famous, depending on. It's the head ship of the crew of Antoinette.
Ah.
We have heard this before.
The Dawning Ire is the Man of War flagship, the stronghold.
Well, you're in luck then, because we're heading there soon. Not right now, but soon.
Well, you're in luck then, because they blow you out of the water. But with me on board, maybe. Well, they won't. What business do you have with the Baroness?
Well, that is exactly what I was asking you, sir.
Well, I already work for him, so.
Oh, you are another pirate.
Aren't we all?
No, but great. We're excellent pirates. If you are anything like our fearless captain, we are very lucky.
I mean, if you serve under a pirate captain, are you a pirate?
Yes.
What do you mean? I assume it is whatever we decide that we are.
Well, with the
identify.
covenant says so, yes.
Legally, yes. I suppose if you work as a chef, maybe not.
I mean, I am freelance, so, I technically already have a job.
Oh my god, does that mean I'm a pirate? This is going against...
No, we signed a covenant. Yeah, no, we signed a thing saying I couldn't make you do pirate.
Don't worry, you're not there to have the existential crisis.
Oh no, bro, I was about to cry.
Well, that's fine.
Well, yes. To answer your question, we want to parlay with Antoinette.
Interesting. I can get that arranged. That would actually be no problem.
Well, if you're true to your word, then I'll be true to mine, and I'll get us there. We are going to retrofit here first, though.
I have no time frame. I can get back whenever.
Excellent.
Sooner rather than later.
And then he'll do the spit of the hands, and he's like, "You will have safe journeys on my boat until we parlay."
I spit on my hand and take the hand.
Hand squelches as they mush together.
I'm not okay with that. I'm sorry. Oh no.
And then he'll turn around, so he'll be like, "So, Naivar, you sorted it all out then, and we're going to get retrofitted now."
They have to go and inspect the site to make sure that what we said was actually real.
Oh.
He did not believe me.
Maybe I should have come with when I'll think about it.
I don't think so. I think he was the kind of person So, say for example, you as a captain, if you just continuously disbelieved the people who worked under you because you believed that they were lazy and were trying to get something, unless you had literally, maybe, I don't know, maybe if you slept with him, it would have been a different ideal. But he just seemed to be very stuck in his ways.
I mean,
So
fucking someone doesn't change their opinions, but
it depends on the opinion, I guess.
well, I guess it depends on the fucking as well. To be fair, but...
Yeah. And then I'll look at the newbie and just be like, "Sorry, I do apologize."
Jesus Christ, that's a take.
He'll be like, "Well, I mean, why don't we?" He's like, I would have offered that we go out with them first light if they were so.
No, I from my experience, when someone disbelieves you, you have to let them come to you a little. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he disbelieved you as much as he disbelieved his people, and people can be fuckheads. Like,
well, this is it. I mean, the odd person, who sleeps a little on the shift. I assume it is because they are under poor work. I do not know. I cannot comment.
Yeah. From what I can tell, you come from a very well-run elvish country with opportunities and work training, and yeah, it's a bit different out here.
Not exactly. Maybe we were going to have a chat about this at some stage, but let me stick to the focus, and then I will tell you a little bit more about where I am from.
Well, it sounds like we got time to chat if we have to wait for them to slog it out there. What I will do, and then I guess they'll come and find us, and then I guess we'll arrange with the harbour master to have the retrofit.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got time.
Maybe we can get Shell to run a message to Greta just to tell her that we have, spoken to the harbour what's going on as well. So just in case something was to happen to him, we're not going to get shortchanged.
Right? Yeah, I'd suggest you write a letter, then give it to Shell, and Shell will pass it over.
Yeah, I'll quickly write a quick note, basically explaining
just
what
saying
happened.
that the carpenter needs to verify. Then start retrofit as soon as verification's happened or something.
Yeah, exactly that. You dictate, I write. And then I'll hand it off to Shell so she can go run it up to Greta. Please, DM.
Yep, easy enough to do. And Shell will be. Shell is essentially waiting at the hatch that leads onto the little ladder down, and she's kind of just sat by waiting, and kind of startles when you open the door. Yeah.
Hello, Shell. Would you mind running this to Greta, please?
Yeah.
And I'll give a description of. I believe she was a dwarvish woman, if I remember rightly.
Somewhere, but either way, it's in my last session notes. But
and then I'll get I'll get Tychonite to give them did we establish how much a barrel rum was, didn't we?
Yeah, we worked it out actually quite exactly.
How much was it?
I'll just do it again. You've done it before.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
We have 2 barrels of ale currently on board the ship.
Right, because what it is, give me a second, because we've worked this shit out. So, a pitcher, which is 1 gallon. I'm gonna make me do this again. Fuck.
You need to write it down. I'm a pirate. I don't write, so you
could fuck off. I'm not doing this again.
Someone else wrote it down. You're the writer.
What am I writing it down? Why have I become the quartermaster? I've not even been given
No,
the
you're the
promotion
nerd.
yet.
It's even worse. You're the nerd.
Right. So.
Oh dear.
A tankard of ale, which is 1 pint, I normally charge 2 copper.
Yeah.
How many pints?
Oh my God.
Can we get them to just go and get a bottle of rum?
70,
we don't need a barrel.
Right, 72 pints.
My God.
That is 36 copper. That is 3 silver, 6 copper for the liquid.
What was that again? Sorry.
Right, okay.
Oh,
I'm just going to give him Tychonite 3 gold and say get us enough alcohol to get us pissed for tonight.
No, we're going to sit here, we're going to work
Okay.
out.
All right, I tried.
It's 2 gold per barrel, so it'll be 2 gold, 3 silver, 6 copper for a barrel and the contents of ale.
So 2 gold, 3 silver,
4 copper.
and
6
and
copper.
4 copper, and 6 copper
Per barrel. That includes the barrel.
per
Okay.
barrel.
2 gold,
I'm
3
writing
silver,
this.
6 copper.
Yeah,
I am writing
please.
down now. Because I feel like it's going to come up repeatedly.
I'm going to have to
God,
work
yeah.
it out. Repeat.
Is this ale or rum?
Secret campaign.
Ale.
Okay, right. He'll give 3 gold to Tychonite and say, get us a barrel of ale. We're going to have a furlough night. I'll provide ale here, then people can go out in the town. We'll pay people the wages of a couple of days. We can have a break for a day. If we're waiting
I
for
will
the night.
Seeing that he's shortchanging, I'll give him another gold.
I gave 3 gold.
It's more than 3 gold.
You said 2 gold, 3 silver.
No, it was. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm getting really confused. Can
I
we just
provide
move on
maths
to the next
tutoring,
part?
Rose. If you by the hour, I'll provide maths tutoring.
Look,
If you're
it's
struggling
more.
with units.
Just can we just get to the next fucking part, please? I have had enough of us trying to calculate. Can they just go get the booze?
Right. Well, with Carl and with Vlad, you are able to find healers. The only problem is they're more like herbal healers and things like this. They don't have spells and things like this. You're technically a more qualified healer than these people. They can offer treatments to make it less painful and help close the gums,
I've done that.
but they can't. They can't like grow teeth like that. It's a high level spell to do that essentially.
Okay, so would they know the temple in this area that I could go to or anything?
There is a temple on the island. Whether they have the ability to do anything, they don't know.
So all I need is false teeth or someone to regrow my missing teeth.
Yeah, regrowing the teeth is going to require a very high level spell.
Oh, then. So is there someone who can do me the false teeth for time being? Would they know where to go for that?
They would actually point you in the direction of the market where they saw someone selling some curious oddities, and one of them swore they saw a skull being sold, like a model skull that you could probably take the teeth out of that and like place in.
All right, I'll head to the market then.
Heading to the market, you will eventually find the oddity stall, and what they're selling a large amount of interesting items, and it's a fairly eccentric person that goes, "Hello, what can I do for you today?"
Good. Is it morning time, by the way?
It's afternoon, actually.
Good
Yes.
afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm currently missing some teeth, and I'll open my mouth and show.
Oh.
Have you got anything to replace these?
Yes, actually, I probably could help with that. Let me look. Which teeth is it? It looks like your front teeth. The third one on the left. Yes, right. Give me a moment. And you'll see, like, turn and open a few crates, and he's like, looking, where is it? No. That could work. And she, like, you kind of hear, like, as she's reaching in and, like, pulling and moving things, and then looking back at you. And then moving and manipulating, and then you hear, like, a large snap and break, and... And she's holding a lower jawbone, and she walks over to you and just looks a bit... I could cut this, and I could, like, separate the bits that you need and throw away the rest. If you like, I could see if it fits.
Yes, certainly. I'll give it a try.
Wonderful. It'll take a while, so I hope you don't mind sitting with me while I work.
That's fine. I'm happy to do that.
And essentially, you're going to sit with this lady while she puts this skull into pieces and, like, essentially cuts out the teeth that you need and, like, bits of bone to use as, like, the bit to attach to your gums almost. As you get fitted for some real dentures.
Real dentures. I like real dentures. Go with that.
The dentures of some poor dead fucker.
I'll take what I can get for time being. It's not a problem.
Okay. So, after the math-pocalypse on the ship, Ike isn't back yet, but Tyke is still there, and he will go and fetch the barrels, because Ike is fetching tea.
Oh, yeah.
He's not. He should be due back any moment now, which gives you more time to talk with your new compatriot, if you so wish. Also, Shell has gone to deliver a letter to Greta.
Yep.
Obviously outlining what you guys have done and what you intend to do and what you're waiting on and various things.
He was just sort of like say, so Niles, how have you ended up here then?
I was on a job for the Baroness.
Ah, fair enough.
How did you just come here for the wood, I'm assuming then? Looks around at the ship.
Yeah. It's
I've been on
work.
I've been on worse, although they were sinking.
This hasn't sank yet, so it's better than them. We inherited it from an ex-emperor, and he'll subconsciously like reach and touch the tongue on his necklace.
I was going to ask which one was the prince, but never mind.
Oh yeah, no, he's dead now. But this is his tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you get for lying. We came here for mainly to get the hull sort of secure so we don't sink after one or two hits.
Very good. And shall we be going to meet the Baroness right away, or?
I think so, because she's just on the other side of the island, isn't she?
I'd know roughly where she was, wouldn't I? Sky God?
In terms of where the ship might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have a good idea, because the... let me get the name. You would know that the ship tends to linger for the most part when it's not explicitly on a mission. Between the islands of 2 Point Warnings. I'll just reveal it. It's just... Give me a second. Actually not terribly far from you guys.
Rose, was there something else you're supposed to do in this island?
There you go.
Did you figure that out?
What do you mean?
I thought there was something else you're supposed to do in this island.
You were looking up
Oh,
for
yeah,
why we needed.
The Blossom, I've got it.
Mhm.
It was for the new Horizons post.
Oh, I
is to
think
the
I
Baris.
thought the Baroness was on the east of this island, not on another. Right, okay, no, that's me. That's fine.
Her ship is like permanently at sea unless it's damaged or otherwise she's busy doing something, and it tends to, unless it's doing a mission, stay around 2 Point Warnings with a lot of her other smaller ships conducting the business for her.
So
Just as a reminder, the Baroness has a fleet that you would know this, Ben, or Josiah.
Yeah.
Has around 50 ships the last time you heard under its command. So she has the ability to basically stay in one place and not do much directly.
Yeah.
So
She's the closest thing to a country, basically, I think, in this
Yeah,
area.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So Niles, was it Niles?
That's correct, yes.
Just Niles, or is there anything else that
Just
you would like?
Niles.
Just Niles. Okay. Are you returning after something, or
My
is there
work
something else
is
we should be
done.
aware of?
No, my work is done. I'm just reporting back.
Okay.
He's probably not going to want to talk about his mission. That's why I didn't bother asking him.
Oh no, there is no harm in asking, is there not?
I am answering your questions. Am I not?
Yes, you are.
Is there anything exciting you have to do here?
Well, the usual. And let's leave it at that. Probably best you don't
Fair
know.
enough.
As you guys are talking, the hatch swings open wildly, and then, like, swinging in like monkey bars, like from the top to the bottom deck, is Shell. She kind of like grabs onto the lip and like swings herself down. I gave the message. Greta said she will have some people look at the ship soon.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Shall I'm declaring furlough, so if you want to stay here, I'll provide drinks. If you want to go ashore, you're welcome to.
What? What's furlough?
You get the night off.
Oh, okay. And then she'll just like start clambering up the ladder and just leaving immediately.
Excellent.
And then the hatch just
Clunk.
Has she left the boat, or has she just?
Oh no!
gone onto
You
the
hear boom, 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 as, and then gone.
Fair enough.
She don't fuck around, man.
No.
So are you looking?
Friday.
Sorry. Yeah, you're at work. You're like.
Yeah.
So, I do apologize, Nils. Well, maybe the rest of us should introduce, or would you prefer to just know who's the
please,
captain?
please do.
It's up to you. I am Naivara Zelosient, but you may call me Naya. It is simple. Just Naya. This is Barnet, and I will gesture towards the rabbit boy.
I always.
That thing's real? Stares at the rabbit. Oh.
Yeah. We're still trying to find out things about him.
I thought
Yes,
I'd been around
apparently.
too long.
No, what we have found out so far is he is able to shoot lasers through his stomach, and he gets some. So that is the two things that I know about Barnet so far.
You
Oh, and a
would
couple of
also
other
know about my tendrils that come out to me as well.
Yep, he has tendrils, and some other stuff that's
I should have paid that bloke more, shouldn't I?
Yes.
You should have paid him hazard pay by the sound.
Yeah, I think so. The extra pay, yeah.
Yes. What else? Zenzo is also Vlad, who is currently not here. He is out running an errand because he got his teeth smashed in. Is that right? Then this is Dax. And I will just point towards Dax, who has been on getting.
Oh, you know what would be a good idea?
What?
Get Niles' fortune read.
Yes! Let's do that! And I will
time.
call him to sit down. No, please, Dax, please. And I will literally, she will try to manhandle him. She's got 10 strength. She's average. And to sit on like a little crate. No, we'll move both of them in. Go on. See, Dax here is.
Go on, explain. I'm very confused.
Go on, Dax, you do it. It is your thing.
Okay.
Oh, well, if I must.
And very reluctantly we'll lay the cards out and you'll see. You've seen cards like this before, Nils, and in terms of how skeptical or non-skeptical you are, that's up to you.
It will be the fake set though this time, so it'll be random.
Okay.
What?
This is team telling me.
Well, we're not going to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d14 2 times.
D14.
Yeah.
Is this not like the one that we got? Oh
You don't know this.
No,
no.
I'm just
Right.
expunging it from my memory.
How can you custom roll like that?
Just slash roll d14.
So yeah, // and then 2 14.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't check. Ignore why.
Okay. The 2 cards you get are the Beast and the Raven. Both normal. No orientation, no weirdness. Just straight up.
Well, what does that mean?
Nothing special, unfortunately.
I get to make my own future. Very well.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And then I'll just walk off anyway.
Not a very good card trick. I've seen better.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is weird. Ours were a little bit more, had a bit more pizzazz.
Yeah, so he kind of struck true, you know?
Well,
It was
yeah.
it was more like this is the stuff connected to our past. Obviously, is that then was like because it seemed like it was more open ended. It wasn't like you make your own future. It could be like
They actually
it's not
tried to predict
analog.
something.
Yeah,
Are you all right, Dax?
Yeah,
Major.
fine.
He's still a bit shaky, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got bad and got concussion, so.
do not
So
worry.
he's like a bit dazed. You
Actually,
do seem a bit
to be
tough after that
he would
fight.
be on the cusp of getting over it, but yeah, you would notice he's still got some tremors to him.
Why-
Tears on the way.
Why is this guy different to us? I'm interested.
Unfortunately, I can't focus properly at the minute on the card, so
Oh,
I'll have to do another reading at another time.
Oh, understandable. I apologize, Dax.
Not long later, Ike will return and I got the tea. Do you want it? Do you want it down there? Or
Yes,
I mean, we can
please.
have it on deck if you want, or below deck.
It is up to you. Or I do not mind.
Oh, on deck if it's a nice evening.
Yeah, we'll party on the party boat. Woo!
Yeah. And you'll ask Niles. He's like, what do you know of Jacob Prescott?
I know of him. Low-level pirate.
bit of a crazy.
Bit crazy. More of a wannabe, isn't he?
I don't know what he wants to be, to be honest. Bless you, Barnet.
Thank you.
Does Barnet think he's blessed now? I don't know.
Wow, what's your interest in Prescott?
No. Well, you're going to find out when we get to the Baroness. I was his first mate.
Oh, right.
Bit of a blood feud now, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
Didn't leave on good terms then.
No. And then you will do the dramatic pirate movie thing of like pulling on his shirt a bit to reveal like 3 like bolt scars over his heart, sort of thing. Not the best of terms.
No, but the ladies like the scars, so.
The ladies, the lads, yes. Anything about Charlotte Hinge? Know anything about her?
I'll ask Sky God, would I?
Roll a history check.
Yes.
No.
About the only things you would know that she's relatively new name to perk your ears. You don't know much about her apart from the fact that she's essentially the second to Jacob. You don't know much more than that, really, apart from namesake.
Yeah. No. I know the name and that she's associated with the crew.
Yeah. As much as I know at the minute. They're up to something, I just don't know what.
On wheel.
Well, they're on to like non-piratey fucked up things, like enslaving people in their own minds and shit. It's not just pirate shit.
Huh. Okay.
Pirate shit has a code. I can get on board with that. Excuse the pun, but this I can't.
Does seem odd.
They're fucking with shit. I just don't know what shit they're fucking with.
Well.
Eventually, Vlad, you will return to the ship with your new... Currently uncomfortable, but you hope you'll get used to them, dentures.
DM, how fucked up are these teeth?
Yes.
How weird do the dentures look?
They look like mine.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
I am so much better.
They are a little yellowed compared, and a little crooked, but they're relatively okay.
See?
Like we were inspecting them deeply, but if you didn't know, and they just look like teeth. Okay.
They look, apart from the fact that, like I said, they look noticeably a bit more yellowed.
Mm.
But that just looks like he's got poor dental healthcare.
Yeah.
I can put up with that for time being.
He's like they look much better, to be fair.
It does. It looks better than a gap.
Little better than your last pair, anyway.
I mean, could you imagine being like for the lady and whistling every time you said something? Like people wouldn't take you seriously.
I feel better. That's the main thing.
Yeah, they look better. You sound better. It's an improvement.
Exactly. And Danny, have I gained back my charisma puffs and stuff like that?
While they're implanted, yes. While you're wearing them,
That's fine.
They would have set you back about 5 silver.
Oh, that's fine. I'll cover that.
But yeah, now you have dead man's teeth.
That's cool. I can put up with Dead Man's Teeth for time being.
Name of the episode?
Yeah.
Dead Man's. Yeah.
So 5 silver.
I need to rewatch Dead Man's Shoes. That's just a note to myself. Anyway.
Vlad, you come back just as everyone's getting onto the top deck, and you see Ike is currently pouring out like some tea and stuff, and like everyone's sitting down.
Oh yeah, Vlad. I called Fairley, so the crew have the night off. We have drinks.
Yeah,
we're
and
not going anywhere tonight.
Yeah, not long after, like Tyke will come back with a few casks, and then you'll see Ike do some hand gestures to Tyke, and Ike will turn around and go, "All right, we'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah. I mean, I make it clear that they're welcome to stay, but then they're also welcome to fuck off. Like that is, they're not like, I'm not telling them to go if they don't want to go, but
no.
Is that clear? Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, like I said, Ike does some hand movements to Tyke, and Tyke obviously understands and puts the barrel down and they both go together.
Huh. Wonder what they were saying.
I was going to say, because just in the entire journey, you've never heard Tyke speak.
Yeah.
And obviously, Montrose and Toll have already gone off. Dole, sorry, not Toll. They've gone to do their various different things. So the ship is currently all to yourselves.
You'll pour everyone a drink, and you'll be like, I kind of want to know a bit more about Vlad and Dax, if I'm being honest.
At this point, Dax, obviously, you would have calmed down enough that you would have foregone the tremor debuff.
I would have retired early, to be fair.
I want to know, and he's like, I want to know more about Vlad. And Dax is guy like, oh.
Yeah,
Alright.
Dax would have retired early for the night.
Vlad, you said you swore off impaling and then you impaled someone. I want to know about. Are you like a recovering impaler?
Stunned him into silence.
It was muted, so
It's,
I don't know.
it's because he can't speak with his teeth.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so the two people you wanted to talk to, one's fucked off,
One's
the bed,
fucked off and one's not
and
here,
one's
so-
mute.
Paul?
And I had pizza earlier, so I had
Come to us,
something
Carl.
really healthy.
We have cookies.
Right, it'll be like I guess it's like right. I know a bit about the bunny. Well, Nivara then.
The money.
It's like I know about the bunny. I know he was with a hag and then wasn't with a hag and was with a wizard and then left the wizard.
What?
You're with
Yeah.
the Barry.
Who's
Last
this wizard?
session.
Ah.
That's the thing we didn't tell you because you didn't know in character.
Yeah.
So who was this wizard?
Barnett?
Hello?
You know
Who
wizard?
who was this wizard?
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me get my notes back up.
fuck's
I
sake.
could probably find them quicker. Would you like me
Yeah.
to?
got 'em all.
Fuck's sake.
I've got my notes now.
Okay.
Rapper Endon.
Yeah.
A lady wizard, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yes.
Local? Are they?
Maybe.
Ah.
Maybe.
Are you looking for a wizard?
I think he said he wasn't looking for her, but he was a bit vague.
No, I'm asking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Niles. I see.
Oh, just a hobby of mine.
What do you mean, hobby? That's an interesting word.
Collecting names?
No,
Sure.
stop it.
I think hunting wizards sounds like his hobby, which is an interesting hobby.
No, just magic in general.
Ah, that is interesting. You practice?
Maybe.
Oh, can you do a trick?
Yeah, do a trick.
Looks at spell list. Ah, okay. Sure. Kind of cracks its fingers, bit of a wave, and conjures dancing lights.
Yeah,
Around
definitely can spellcast. I don't. Are you more powerful than Nivara? I don't know. You guys rate shit.
Yeah.
What is your school of expertise?
Self-taught.
Oh, no, I don't mean going to school. I don't
really hope
mean
that was in
going to
character.
school.
Yeah.
I meant, what is the school that you prescribe to? How do you get your abilities? You are conjuration, abjuration, necromancy, chronomancy. What is your specialty?
Say whichever one the illusions is.
It's not
Is it just
illusion.
called
Illusion.
You just called illusion. I thought it might have a special name, but no.
Well,
No,
yeah, his
illusion
name's
is illusion.
I just loved that. It was like, what is your school of magic? Homeschooled.
I answered the question.
Yeah, I did. I just liked it.
Yeah. All checked out.
So you are.
It's like
Sorry.
sorry, no, you're asking us woman.
No, I am fascinated. I've not really met many other wizards in this specific area. How long have you been studying for?
About 5 years.
Oh, okay, 5 years. Okay, dokie.
What do you mean?
I just mean that you said you are self-taught and you've been teaching yourself for 5 years, and you're also extremely sneaky.
Yes.
Isn't a sneaky magic person a thing, or
Not exactly. Not in the same way. I do believe there is probably much that you can be taught, and if you are interested, I am always more than willing to tutor. Is that the best word? I mean, I used to give lectures all the time back in the museum.
Nels' demeanor kind of changes. He's been kind of backed off and kind of vague the whole time, but he does kind of lean up a bit forward now, intrigued. It's like tutoring would actually be really good, yes.
Well, whilst you're on the ship, whilst we take you back to the Baroness, I am more than willing to teach you a few things.
Okay. I'd be up for that.
interesting?
What?
Just sort of muttered to himself. I just pirates seem to get into the occult shit. I'm just.
It is. Oh, whoa. Please let me explain before we have any misunderstanding. The type of magics that I use, not occult. It is not-
Occult.
Yes, that's what I said, occult.
Okay.
Who's the cop?
Well,
What? No, so
I mean, doesn't the definition of occult just mean mystical, supernatural, magical powers?
oh, I do apologize. I thought you were trying to say that it was like the same occultness that.
It's all right. It's clear common isn't your
Josiah.
first language. I was saying occult, not occult. I
Oh.
apologize.
It is okay. I mean, I know 5 languages, but still, even then, I have to translate into Elvish sometimes. when
Well,
we
I
don't
was just
understand.
saying it's interesting how pirates seem to get into the occult.
Probably. It is probably poor working conditions, the lack of safety, lack of job security, the fact that you all seem to want to stab each other in the back. Like,
We don't
literally,
know.
on my
We
on
don't
my
know.
first
That's the
day.
code.
Wade
Not on the
literally
on
said
the
to me on
ship.
my first day. Okay. I'm just
Okay.
saying, someone said to me on my first day that this was very dangerous and I should probably go back home. I just
Well,
mean.
And he's dead.
What I was about to say,
Exactly.
And he was
Didn't
damn
listen.
right he was.
I mean, he was a pussy whipped lawman. I mean, I don't.
That
He had
was
his own
technically
views,
true.
and he was my
Mhm.
comrade, but I've got my own views.
A lawman
I mean,
in the
God
Arctic.
Yeah,
bless
he
us.
was.
It does not matter. He is dead now.
I'm not surprised.
Obviously.
And he didn't want to come back, so you know.
And we tried really hard. And I mean, like,
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah, like 25 grand hard.
Yeah. We dropped it. But.
Well, anyway, that's unconnected to you. Let's not speak about it anymore.
Mhm. But no, I am willing to show you some sorts of magic. I have. Primarily, I am a utility-based spellcaster. As in, do not do too much damage. Unless this is my clock hands. I work with time magic. Does that make sense?
I know what time is.
I meant the magic that warps time.
No,
I am
not-
able to
not-
pull.
Is
not
this a
that
good
good.
time because neither are you been teasing talking about yourself for days
okay.
now, and then you said let's talk about the Elvish nation. So go on, you're talking about yourself now. Continue.
Oh, so yes, as I was saying, I am able to manipulate time, so I am able to pull different versions of reality into effect. Do you understand the basis of how magic operates? This is important, Josiah.
Waves hands and the dancing lights move around.
Are you asking me or him?
No. So you obviously are using verbal and somatic components or material components in order to prepare a spell. Do you understand how we take magic from the weave?
My opinion, or are you asking his opinion?
Either or. I mean, class is in session. All are welcome.
I never went to school. Ask him first.
Not. With the 7 Arcana, probably not.
Okay, so every type of magic that we all use, whether it is divine, druidic in nature, arcane, pulls from the weave. It's dependent on how you access that magic, is how you, what sort of caster you are. For me, it is a lot of study over many years. I then have to memorize spells in my spellbook and then understand the actual theoretical nature of magic to be able to do what I do. For you, it might be slightly different. If you are able to use something that is inside of you, or if it is based on a deal, or whether it is the words you speak, or the bonds you have with your god. It is still the same process. Sorry?
I use the words I've learned.
So, excellent. Sorry,
I think it's all willpower, to be honest.
willpower.
Mm.
In some force.
Well, I knew a guy. He would say like everything's willpower. It's willpower to use fans. It's the willpower to study. It's the willpower to control your bloodline magic or whatever that is. It's all your will to do something. That's my
Well,
opinion.
this is it. There are theories that go into all sorts of different things. Like there are some scholars out of Italy who believe that that magic is actually when people die, the energies that they leave behind in their bodies then is sucked back into the weave, and that is how we get magic. It is the expense of energy. Some people believe it is actually just that the gods gifted us with a pool of magic and we have been sipping at it for years and years. All sorts of different theories. Wondrous stuff.
I was about to say how none of those affect us, how we use magic or what we do with it, so does it matter?
Yes, and this is it. So as soon as you understand magical theory, this opens it up to a wider range. For example, sorry?
I was just going to say, I feel like you've led me on a merry path because I asked about you, and now we're having a philosophical discussion about magic that will take about 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
And
I do
realised
apologize.
about what you wanted and about the Elf Nation. Like we can, I like a good debate as much as anyone, but I feel like you might have slightly deviated the point, so we don't have to talk about you.
I sometimes forget how clever you actually are. So, what would you like to know?
When people try to stab you as many times as they have to me, you learn a trick.
But please ask a question. I will answer.
What do you want?
In general, or today, or right now?
Why are you here on these islands, away from your cozy
Oh.
library and your little elf friends?
Oh dear. You wound me. As I have said, I worked for a museum, right?
Yeah, I'm with you so far. Continue.
I am here looking for artifact.
Yeah, so are you looking for a specific artifact?
Yes.
Okay, and that is?
Complicated. So,
It's an
how do
unusual
I
name
say
for an
this?
artifact. And you raise an eyebrow.
To be honest, maybe a little bit. So the artifact that I am searching for, we did not. How do I explain this? Anybody who came within proximity of it started suffering from like very intense like visions and feelings of being put off and stuff like that. That none of us was able to open the box it was in. This thing was like intensely powerful. We believe it was pre-Krieg, if you understand.
No, but continue.
Okay. Before the God Apocalypse happened. So ancient artifact.
Very old artifact got you.
Millennia, like
Very
thousands
old
of
artifact
years.
got you. Continue.
Okay, so this artifact had been brought into the museum after it had been covered from a dig just outside of Montesora. It was, just outside, like in the range there. The mountains. It came back to the museum, and we began uncovering, trying to actually, date it, trying to understand a little bit more about it, but we weren't able to take it out of its vessel. So it was like in a
really
like
old
a
thing in a
urn.
box. You can't take it out. So, but why are you
Yes.
here?
It got taken from us. We know it was sold on, and it seems to move, but the museum task. I was kind of involved in the terms of Yes, I have come here. I volunteered to find it and bring it back before it can do what it is going to do.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Do smart people get paid by the hour?
Why?
It takes a very long time to say something.
Because you took a very long time to say you're looking for a thing in a box in this
Did I?
archipelago. Yes, you did.
And as you guys are continuing this conversation, as you get to this point in the conversation, you hear someone like coming up the dock, and obviously you guys are all on top of the deck at the minute. And you'll see a man in priestly robes head towards you and go, hello? Are you the people that were looking into the forest earlier?
Yeah.
And just for a pointer, it's been a few hours, like, since you got back. Like, it's like early evening at this point.
Yeah.
Right. The lumber master said you'd brought back one of the snakes. Did you not? Could I have a look at it, please?
This one has it.
And we'll, like, he's saying this as he's walking forward, and he's now walking up on the flank of the ship.
Laura.
She'll take it out of her bag, looking a little bit put out at this point. Is
They're
this?
going to want to see shit, Navarre. I'm sorry.
I just don't want them to take it.
Well, you might just want to see it. Like,
No, we do need to take it.
No.
There's a problem. Big one.
Alright.
That's not just a snake or anything like that. I've been looking over the body for a while. That's something that needs to be consecrated and cremated quickly.
Okay.
It's demonic.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
Don't know the exact translation, but I believe the name is Plaresh. And
do I recognise this? Speaking of Bristle?
Make a quick history check.
History. Oh, damn it. That's a 10.
It's a demonic sounding name, but you don't like. It's like, no, that sounds right. But and looking at it a bit closely, like some of the features do match of some demonic monster, but you don't know the name. Like the name doesn't. These things are dangerous, and where you found one, you will not just find one cluster of these things. There's probably a whole infestation in the large portion of the forest.
Ugh.
And we need to get rid of them. All of them. Even the dead ones.
Is this a way of telling us when you go back out there tomorrow and make a fucking pile of dead worm things?
I don't mean to assume, but I fear this might even be above you. You all seem like good-willed adventurers, but this, like, if, God forbid, their overlord has left any remnants of himself out there, Korgeth, that could be a tremendous problem for not only the isle here, for a lot of the surrounding isles too.
So you're telling me some kind of demonic prince is trying to attack the islands?
We don't know his exact intentions. No one really knows that, but wherever the Plarish are, it's usually somewhere he's trying to get, or at least the servants and things are. He's the common term people know him by is the devouring worm.
Sounds kind of gross, really.
Well, if you don't mind me being frank, it's fucking unpleasant. And I've only seen drawings and these fucking things.
So, I mean, forgive me if I'm blunt. We'll hand over the worm. Is our mission complete, or do you require us?
Your mission is done as part of your agreement. You killed a considerable amount. You at least made the surrounding area safer. It's just the problem is, it would be unethical to send people out there that could potentially be walking into their own death. There's, you know, that would be unfair on anybody to send people. These things are biblical level bad if left unchecked. It's actually a really good thing that you found them as quick as you did.
What can they do?
Say that again?
What can they do? Like, what do they do?
They infect and they devour. They corrupt many things, from people to animals to plants and even things not of this world. They corrupt it and they essentially burn it from the inside out to feed to the giant demon worm lord that they are spawned from.
And this is happening now? This is what you believe?
It looks like the early signs of that, yes.
Have you heard of... Sorry, just 1 second, Josiah.
Yes, that's why you can do.
Here,
Thank you.
I've got
No.
I've got a book. I can show you some of the... Well, I'll let you finish, but I'll show you some of the scripture of the creature. This is just me getting a token for you.
That's fine. When was the first time you heard of this?
Oh, today. I was unaware of any such creatures roaming these isles. I was the last sighting I ever heard of these creatures wasn't even here in the archipelago. It was somewhere else entirely.
Where was that?
That's
where?
Korgeth. That's Korgeth.
That's number one. No. Okay.
That's the creature that these things are spawned from.
Right, okay. It sounds really fucked up. Is there anything we can do to help or contract or anything? I mean, that picture drawn is really fucked up because some of those worms have got screaming faces in. It's weird.
It's essentially whatever the worms, the Plareshes, kill, become tendrils of Korgeth.
Really... So, apart from like setting fire to the whole fucking forest, what could we do?
Which is what we really don't want to do. The best thing to do, you cannot see. Look at the Crimson Isle, Carl. I've put it over the top of the island.
Shipping. How do I ship it? Go on shipping?
The best course of action that we can ever do for things like this is hope that the infection is not advanced too far a stage and maybe find, because sometimes these creatures pour through portals and things like this left behind. It could be worth maybe seeing if there are any more portals and killing these creatures at the source.
Maybe Is this something we can do on our way back?
Well, I mean, we are going to get retrofitted. That's surely going to take a day or two.
Maybe.
So,
Can we? How about we have the night to think about it, talk to the others, and then we can come find him in the morning?
Right. If you
What-
think about it, if you will, but yes, I'm going to take this Plesh and get it properly desecrated and destroyed.
I
what,
do know a fair few people that would pay a lot of money to have that body. Just so you know. Just saying.
No,
Including myself.
that
No, I
sounds like
know.
an awful idea and one-way ticket to make more of these and to join the faces of that.
so it sounds like you're going to put us on a job to look for these portals tomorrow.
If it's something that you are genuinely interested in doing and think you're capable of doing, I certainly can see if we can put something together and get something done, yes.
What would be the compensation of it, and how would we close these portals?
Portals can usually be closed with a sufficient attack of archaic energy. And given your friend here and looking at a fellow brother of the cloth, I think you would have enough magical capability to close a portal with enough energy being poured onto it. In terms of finding them, the biggest hope would be if any of you have any means of tracking fiendish energy.
It's probably Holy Man. And
Do you,
yeah, my other
brother,
question was, what will we get?
Go on, Ben, finish what you're saying.
I was just saying what is the compensation? What will we get?
In terms of payment, I don't know exactly how much it can be. What I can promise is, given that this is something that I feel personally needs to be done and done quickly and ASAP, I can have a look at what stores the temple has and see what I can bring back.
Well, the other point is, could you grow his teeth back? Points of Vlad.
Good. Yes.
Aha. Then we will happily do that.
Now he fucking unmutes. And emerges.
Oh yeah.
But I'll insist we do need to rest for the night.
These things tend to be more active at night anyway. I would certainly suggest you go during the day. Plus, the last thing you ever want is one of these creatures to get the drop on you.
So I would say we will happily go in the morning if you will repair this man's teeth and we have a bit of gold. And you'll look around. I am happy with this. Is everyone else happy with this?
Of course, God to the greater good.
He will sort of say to Niles, be like,
The greater
Niles, would you want to split in this if you come along? You have nothing better to do for a couple of days.
I'm not the best up front fighter, but I have my uses. I'm in.
Very well.
Also, Carl, detect magic doesn't detect fiend.
Yeah, I'm going to go through my spell list in a minute and see what else I could add overnight.
Yeah, the spell that you would want is detect good and evil.
Oh, I think I have got that one.
That one detects celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, undead within 30 feet.
Yeah.
So basically, that is the essence version of the... Detect magic is for magic and spells. Good and evil is for types of creatures.
Well, I think I might need to go to the temple anyway to restock on some goods anyway. So.
Well, if you ever need any supplies, you're more than welcome to come by and I'll see if I can put so many offers to you. And just one thing as well, so let me double check the name. Looks at Nivara and just goes, I appreciate that it's a learned adventurer as yourself is a believer as well, yes? Lathander, I believe I can feel the presence of, no?
Oh, it is a gift from a friend. I do not follow that particular specific god.
Oh, that's both good and a shame, because I can sense the energy coming from the symbol. It's potent, actually.
Would you like it?
You're not giving a gift away from a friend, are you?
I just
I th-
honestly, it would be no trouble. It is.
I think
I do not mind.
if it was given from a friend and given the power it clearly has, I think it would be unkind of me to accept it.
I'll have it.
You do not want it, I suspect, but we will talk about that when this guy is gone. Shut up.
Giving stuff away. I'll have it.
Just wait. Just wait.
I will.
Thank you.
I see you all have things to discuss. I'll leave you for the moment. I will take this. I'll bring your jar back tomorrow.
Should we find you first thing in the morning before we depart?
If you wish, yes, and I'll have your
Very
things ready.
Excellent.
Good night, all of you.
Good night.
You too.
Hi, everybody.
As soon as he's gone and he's off of the dock, I'm going to grab Jacob's arm and pull him off to one side very quickly.
There's no
Oh.
fucking Jacob here. He's the big bad evil guy.
Just here, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I don't know why it's stuck in my head now. Fine, I'll grab Josiah and pull him to one side.
Ooh, ooh.
You know.
I'm about to say, I heard the
Well,
pause.
she already said she was going to pull him off, so.
I was trying not to say that again. I was hoping it went unnoticed.
No.
Oh
it,
no,
guys.
we all heard it.
when the
Right, I'm going to drag him to the side of the ship. I'm a little concerned, Josiah.
Yeah, speak.
That would make two powerful beings currently trying to gain hold here.
What's the other one?
Do you not remember our conversation about
The old one, yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
And this now tells me there may be something else at hand. We should maybe keep an eye out for. I can do it if you do not want to, but just keep an eye out for other potential beings.
I think so. There's some game being played above us.
Exactly.
You're not another one who's got an ex and you're whipped about it, are you?
I have an ex, but I am not whipped about it. I can assure you. It was a very long time ago. I am
Is
fine.
that the holy symbol?
No? This was
Okay.
given to me by the guy as we were leaving the Lone Spire.
Oh, okay. That one. I see.
That is why I was trying to get rid of it, because I was a little bit suspicious, because if it is that potent, that Sasmura could be following us using it.
Hmm.
So I am tempted to
Yeah.
throw it into the sea. If I'm quite honest.
I mean, it's not. I don't know what the time scale is for how long she'll take to get from one island to the other. That's my concern.
It depends, because if she would probably have to construct a boat, unless she has ability. This is it. It is just we're going to have to deal with her at some point, so
yes,
I'm trying not to think about her.
The fucking unknown powerful entity that can infect your dreams is just sat on an island building a boat.
I was thinking, why the fuck can't she just turn into a person and get a boat? Like, why does she have to fucking DIY that shit?
Mate,
Sorry,
she's there with a fucking flat pack. Like,
just a straw just grumbling every like.
There was a reason why Nivara stopped saying it at that point, but she is very well aware. But, also little concerned about something else as well, but maybe we'll put a pin in that.
Just
for another
fucking
time.
say it, because it seems like
Why?
many things are invading the material plane. I might as well know what's happening.
Oh.
You need to stop being so coy, Navara.
Okay. I am a little bit concerned of Niles.
Yeah.
It was not another being, because he has strong connections to the Baroness.
Yeah.
Are the Baroness and Jacob against each other?
That's the hope.
So maybe he will be a good ally. Also, he is interested in magic, and I do like teaching a new student.
Yeah, I saw you warm to him once you realised he practiced magic. I think it's better to, if he's willing to, there's something to be said about the pirate code and willing to fight alongside someone else. The fact he wants to do that, the fact that we shook hands and I granted him safe passage till we get to the Baroness, and he agreed to have a.
The fact you flirted a little, it's all good.
With everyone.
Really? It just
seems
seemed to be with just. Yeah, I know. But anyway,
I've got a lot of sexual energy. I don't know what you want me to say about that. I don't.
Well, I tried to help, didn't I? Not.
I mean, just because I flirt with people doesn't mean I want to have sex with everyone. I just have a lot of energy out there.
That is why I gave you. Oh, never mind. Just okay.
I mean, yeah, I can't tell if you elves are sexually inhibited or liberated. I can't tell.
It is a little of both. It is how to explain. So we are sexually liberated because nothing really phases us, in such that, when you've been living for 700 years, you learn a lot of stuff, and there is a freedom of information, and people don't seem to be bothered about it. But it also takes a long time usually for someone to warm up to an elf. It is weird. They can't just,
Makes sense.
People don't really like us. If you say to somebody, I will live for hundreds of years, they don't really want to jump into bed with you.
That's a debate for another time.
But yes, I am really worried about these big extra plain Albanians suddenly impeaching on this specific archipelago.
Look, if there's something fucking that comes up, we'll fight it. I agree. And we'll do this contract and we'll get rid of it, because it would be fucked up if the Crimson Blossom Isle gets taken over. That's a lot of good wood for ships. I agree.
And you... Sorry? I was just going to say, will you help me with what I am here to do?
The artifact, yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
It's okay. I said I would before I knew what it was, but now, after you try to make it sound more complex than it was, I will help you find this locked box.
The locked box may be worse than what I had explained to the others.
My
I do not want to scare
old
them.
captain has lobotomized several port hands and is keeping them in a trance, and has done a deal with some old one under the depths. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I admire you for your willing attitude.
I've had a few ales by now, and either things kill me or they don't. And he shrugs.
Good. Brilliant. Let's go spend some time I'm going to spend some time with our new friend, and maybe I can teach him a new spell. Excuse me. And she'll kind of leave him at that point to go and find
well.
Niles.
He's like, well, Dax didn't want to speak to me, and Vlad didn't want to
Ooh.
speak to me, so meh, he'll just go and sit and drink ale.
Okay.
Oh, sad pirate boy.
He's not sad. He's just a bit like, oh, I'm trying to.
When I
He'll speak
was
to Barnet, but he's
a
like, he
young
kind
boy.
of feels like Barnet's.
my captain
Sure,
took
Barnet
me
will.
into the ritual to see my own death.
Don't, because I now feel the need to rewrite it with lyrics specifically. Anyway, you can always talk to Barnet. He is fun company.
Oh yeah, I know. I'll talk to Barnet, but I feel like I know him.
So yeah, I'll walk over to Niles and be like, "So, do you know how
Vlad
to cast
can happily
message?"
talk, sit with you, by the way, and talk, so don't worry.
No, it's more the fact I asked, like, I tried to say I was going to talk to Vlad and you weren't there, so
Oh, sorry. I was...
it's alright. That's what it was.
But yeah, Navarro will walk up to Niles and be like, "So, do you know how to cast message? Is this bad?
I haven't learned it yet.
Excellent.
and then
Sit down.
he
Get your book."
It takes out a book.
He has a book.
Yeah, it's he's got a rapier on his side, and then next to it, it's like in a string built. It's almost like a gun holster, but for a book on his belt.
You
So it's
are an
like-
actual wizard. Excellent.
I am applauding Matt. Right?
Mhm.
I'm applauding Matt.
Is that for not being
I
a
know he's
furry?
not an
Not
actual
just an
wizard,
arcane
but-
trickster.
Well, I was like the fact he's kept his class coy, and he's I'm applauding him.
Yeah, so good. Oh, this might be more difficult because we might need paper and ink.
I take out a blue notebook that already has scribbles in it, and I flick
Is
through a
this
new
your-
page.
Sorry, we need specifically specific paper and ink.
Oh,
I can't.
This-
Unfortunately, I
this is-
cannot spell it. I can show you my book if you
okay.
show me yours. I do not know how to make this not sound weird, so I'm just going to come out with it. Unfortunately,
Okay.
we are not able to copy each other's stuff. We need a little bit more expensive material.
Oh.
But I can show you how I do it.
Okay.
I will cast message to him through using my little timepiece, hold it up to her ear, and be like, "Hello, can you hear me?" And it'll come like straight into your head.
I can hear you telepathically back.
Well, it's not like telepathic. You still got to speak, but it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know when you're sitting next to somebody who's also on a computer, and if you're talking on the same thing, you can almost like hear them
echo.
talking through the mic and the echo. What can you do? You show me.
Yeah. I cast minor illusion.
Oh, fascinating.
I make like an exact copy of my little blue notebook.
What is your arcane focus?
It would be the spell book, wouldn't it?
It
Yeah.
depends on what kind of wizard.
I believe the spell book.
Oh.
That might get retconned later.
Yeah. We'll double check later.
Excellent. We will have to get some ink and stuff like that so we can share. If you are open to sharing.
Yeah, I'll teach you what I can. If I know stuff you don't.
Well, this is it, and I can teach you all about magical theory so that you are able to expand your own knowledge. I mean, you are only a young elven man?
Half elf.
Oh. Are you from round here?
Oh, no. Up north.
No? How far north?
Don't know. I'd need the world map.
Give me a sec.
Sorry, I'm asking very specific questions for very specific reasons.
There you go.
Thank you, Danny. We're
I just
here,
can't-
right? This is where the archipelago is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Approximately where-
Give me a second. While you guys don't necessarily know precisely, I'm just gonna draw us a rough outline of where you guys might be. In there somewhere.
So
I haven't got this written down in the backstory. I was going to put him as just where Wade came from, which was up north somewhere. Was it Celsia? Or was it closer than that?
Say that again.
Where Wade came from. Where Wade came from, was it Celsia, or was it a bit closer than that?
Give me a sec to look up dead character information.
Do I have it?
This would be the perfect time for a sound alert. Anybody who's currently there.
Yeah, you've immediately found the
Sound
hole
alerts
in
are
the
off, remember.
backstory.
It isn't in your thing you sent me.
It was an island to the north.
Yeah,
I remember that
it just specifies the Western Sea Defense Alliance that you worked for, but you doesn't. Oh wait, working at a dock in Celsia.
Yeah, Celsia.
You were from Celsia, yeah.
Is this still xenophobic?
Oh yeah. That's a campaign for another time. Fixing that mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I believe I would have heard about it as Celsia is one of those countries that is.
It's a no-fly zone.
Definitely. Yeah, elves can't go there.
Yeah, it's a no-fly zone for any non-human, pretty much.
Niles? You're from North? Like,
Yeah, Celsia, yes.
oh, I am sorry. I can imagine there was much hardship. From what
Well,
I've heard, this is not.
I can blend in. Let's just say.
Yes, you are an illusionist. How exciting. Have you ever thought of a career in curation?
Curation?
Yes, like a museum curator.
I've sold to a museum once, I think. He said he was a museum. I got paid, I didn't
That's
care.
maybe yeah, so maybe a story for another time. Well, welcome. Here's to, and she will. I'm guessing she's been sipping very slowly at a drink.
Nice, been doing the same. Yeah, he's
You
probably
belong
still
in a
got the same
museum.
And she'll kind of like toast and be like, welcome.
And as a toast of welcome to Niles, the potentially alive for a short period of time boy, we'll find out. And we'll have to find out next time, in fact, because we are 10 on the dot.
On the dot, yeah.
Or a minute before, according to my clock, but you know, close enough.
Just
I had missed down a couple of other things I wanted to do, but we can do that at the start of next session. Because some things were going to go down when the lights went out, didn't they?
Ooh.
Ooh. But I hope everybody had a good session. And to YouTube and people watching on YouTube, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.